start recording.
I can't find
Start streaming.
Ooh, I don't want that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to another episode of Rock's Fault Everyone Dies. I'm here with the crew of not Rock's Fault, Jesus, Houses and Humans. God damn it.
God, get it right.
I'm Miss Brandon. And I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo.
Yeah.
Enterprise. We're back on Rock's Fault.
Oh, right, there we go. You guys decided to change the name of the ship again. That's fine.
Hey, you should better before you change the name.
Right. And this is episode 112. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. And probably some decimal numbers. So, what happened last time?
Previously on Houses and Humans, the crew of the Nostromo successfully vanquished the third and final false island, preventing the mirror dimension from breaking through to the material plane of this world. However, the city of El was not safe yet, as the Gearmonger's flying dirigible flying over the city exploded, and from the wreckage arose Oswald, the man out of time and Edwin Smoot's former non-existent friend/enemy, now a towering behemoth of chaotic elemental energies, hell-bent on wiping out the flying city and taking himself with it. Scarcely having a chance to catch their breath, our heroes rushed forward to confront Oswald, finding their way past Gearmonger warbots laying waste to the city, pushing through all the powers of earth, wind, fire, and water at Oswald's command, hurling fireballs, casting whirlwinds, spouting geysers, and tearing up the very earth itself. The monstrous madman rained down destruction upon the party, freezing them in their tracks, flinging them into the air, and encasing them in clay. But through this maelstrom, Edwin Smoot soldiered through the onslaught, and he did smite his fanatical foe, who imploded into a moat of pure chaotic energy that threatened to wipe out our heroes along with a chunk of the flying city until Smoot took it into himself. As the dust settled, the crew rallied around Smoot, whose mind had been affected somehow in the aftermath of the battle. The party found respite at a nearby temple, and as they rested, they were greeted once more by the Archmaster Thravis Krieg with Aegis Fuloth, who informed them the remaining fires and warbots of the city were being taken care of. And in addition to granting the crew full legal ownership of the Nostromo, Thravis also offered one wish he would grant to the crew in compensation for saving the city, in addition to the tomes of knowledge Aegis offered them previously. Returning to their ship with the increasingly delusional Smoot and uncharacteristically terrified Norhagen Toast, our heroes at long last have a few days to rest from their ordeal, with a celebratory banquet in a few days' time to look forward to. Stay tuned to see what wacky shenanigans they get up to next on tonight's game of Dungeons and Dragons, only on Houses and Humans. Corey, here's the sponsor.
Thank you, John. This week's sponsor is the island nation of Barbados, located in the Lesser Antilles of the West Indies and the Caribbean region of the Americas. Barbados officially became its own republic with its own head of state, replacing Queen Elizabeth II late in November. The name Barbados possibly comes from the Spanish or Portuguese term Barbados, the bearded ones, possibly in reference to the indigenous bearded fig trees. Barbados is also known to be one of the oldest producers of rum in the world. Notable people from Barbados are the actress Jada Pinkett Smith, singer Rihanna, and historian Haney Beckless. Houses and Humans thanks Barbados for being a sponsor this week. Over to you, Tony.
We're going to get sued by a country.
I told you. Yeah, that's the point.
Did you put that much work into, your degree?
He has to use it
You know
somewhere.
what? You know what? The level of bullshit that goes in these, yeah. the level of, reading and bullshitting my way to this.
Touche, sir.
Oh,
Touche.
It is my degree.
It's all right.
It's good to be recognized.
I feel you there. I put more effort in Dungeons and Dragons in my own. And I'm happier. All right, so
That felt like a compliment.
it is the next morning. You guys awaken. In 2 days, you will have dinner at the main capital of
Lorehold?
no, not at Lorehold, of El, and Highhall is one of the name of the keep. You are going to be having dinner with Dean Hubert Thornton, the Archmaster of Conjuration, Thravis Krieg, and Professor of Planar Astrology, Aegis Bella. So, you guys have 2 days. During the dinner, you will be presented the tomes.
Mhm.
And during the dinner, you'll be presented your wish.
The designer.
The dinner,
So
which
when
is like dinner but more magical.
The dinner mantle.
It's like dinner, but you have to eat it in the wrong order.
the dinner in the dinner.
All right. So this is 2 days. What do your characters do during these 2 days? Do you want to have a
So-
scene or like?
Quick scene.
Okay, quick scene. Okay.
Breakfast the next morning.
Okay.
Smoot comes into the kitchen area,
Galley.
the galley, the kitchen,
Galley.
in a dressing gown that nobody's ever seen before. Very velvety. He's wearing gloves.
It fits you, right? Like you didn't take Raina's dressing.
Oh no, it totally is. He just never busted out.
Well, it comes down to his hips.
And that.
Sits down at the table. Looks at everybody.
Go later.
Can someone tell me where the fuck this came from? And he pulls off the left glove, and his arm to the elbow is pure steel.
Like, yes.
Did Oswald's spells have other effects?
I don't know.
Is that from holding in the reality that bomb?
I don't think so.
Hmm. Yeah. I would say, well, this might be your department.
I don't know. Was that something Smoot had before? I don't recall seeing if he had two regular hands or if he had a metal one that he had hidden this whole time.
He never mentioned it before, so
I never had
probably.
this when I was in the Senate.
Well, you haven't been in the Senate yet.
I've been in the Senate for 6 years.
How about that?
So
Gotta help him.
we're back onto that end of the pendulum, it seems.
Hey. Well, you and I had a very rousing night, and we drank quite a bit. Let me just say. About 30 minutes later, and that's when you decided to make the bet. And that wizard was so pissed he did the spell wrong, and that's where your metal hand comes in. That was quite a night. Reminds me of the other time.
Insight check.
You had best pray to all the gods you believe in that was complete bullshit.
What do I roll against
It's
insight?
deception. Classic deception.
I got 16.
I roll deception, right?
I think you have advantage though to try to figure out insight because you've been here the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I'm not hiding.
There you go. That's 21.
So roll deception. That could be something. if
24.
you want. Yeah.
28.
Yeah, you see through this probably.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine since you beat, but still, that's what
Well,
Toast would do. Well, I mean, it might not
I'm
have
not
been.
saying it's not. Yeah.
I mean, it was a night, and we did drink one time, and there was a wizard another time. It's perfectly possible.
No.
Do you remember last Thursday?
I remember a lot of last Thursdays.
See, that proves you were drinking. You remember the wrong ones. I said Wednesday.
I remember all of them. Somehow.
Once again, this is not my department.
What is this Thursday you speak of?
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
What are the days of the week? Like even, APL, Penum?
God,
What is that?
Timeline.
It's one I made up.
In your other timeline, they were different.
It's
They changed the calendar for the world.
Some guy named Greg Moore. It's some days.
I met this chap named Gregorian.
Yeah, something like that.
He gave me this crazy idea of 12 months in what he called a year. That's a story for another time.
Sounds like a real wackadoodle.
So, back to the hand.
But could he dance?
So is the hand, now you mentioned it was steel. Is it like a robotic hand, like mechanical, or is it just like, it looks like a regular hand, but it's like solid steel that can move?
Go ahead and describe it. What do you think?
It looks almost like metal that's been grafted onto flesh. It resembles a human hand, but if you look really, really close at it, it's sort of almost granular.
But does it like get your details of your hand too?
It's like something that's been built by ants.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
so like
smooth, but if you look closely at it, it's
looks like sand.
rough.
So,
Which
like,
doesn't explain why we haven't seen you without your gloves in God knows how long.
And why they kept getting longer. The gloves.
Picturing you altering gloves, slowly adding like more inches.
All right, whatever that fabric, get another color.
inches.
Dr. Who's part.
Pretty soon it's a bodysuit.
Green man.
Well,
If this is a magical effect, I can maybe take a look at the hand.
It doesn't come off.
And I do an arcana check, or what would that be like?
Trying hard to
Try to figure out what.
ignite my sword.
It's
Well,
an
harder.
intelligence because I don't think you have the.
I mean, I do have a ring of regeneration.
goes back. The metal goes back a metal body.
There's a
Nothing happens to him.
13 intelligence.
13. The hand looks mechanical, kind of like stuff that Artax is made of, or that your friend who was a tinker, phrase of the character,
Redbird.
would deal with. It looks very fine, like the pieces are very finely put together, like you said, granny. It's
Yeah. So taking a closer look
It's
at it and
pretty
see
rough.
all
It's
the
like-
detail.
I assume it's like taking like a freshly shaved beard and rubbing your hand against
It's
it.
almost pixelated.
This is a double. Artax, does he have two metal arms or has he been getting a human one?
Got a human eye.
Oh God.
Do you have a robot eye?
That would explain his eye patch, Captain. Ah!
Oh, you think it's similar to what befell Artax with the eye? Where he's
I was suggesting that Artax was stealing his parts, but that's also possible. It's not a.
We have a mystery on our hands. I shall solve it.
And
All right, gang. Into the mystery machine.
Oh, we're going for that.
mystery on our hand. Mine, to be specific.
Yes, indeed.
None of your memories recall this, despite your multiple lifetimes. Reality is something.
I'm not sure.
You have an
It
epic
comes
story
and goes.
The arm comes and goes.
No,
on its own.
the memories.
Captain, we might have an arm wandering about the ship.
Armed and dangerous.
Da-da-da-da.
But he's mostly armless.
No.
Because you wouldn't be caught unarmed.
But would you smite Morhagen?
Well, no, Captain, we're ready for that there. I'll push order the commercial for the campfire on the table in front of us.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Just a picture
We're
of me
become a
laughing.
greenhouse
with
for
you.
Norhagen's benefit.
What's that spell? What's that spell? Plant growth?
You bastard! I had just gotten over that. I had thrown
no.
those out the window.
You're gonna relapse.
Are there any plants?
Plant growth.
You throw them out
Yes.
the window, your door opens, the plants come
What does it
in.
look like?
Daffodils.
Daffodil.
Hundreds of daffodils just start coming up out of the floor, out of the table, out of the walls.
Beautiful perfumes.
Oh yeah.
You guys, can you guys see those two?
See what?
What are you on about?
Nothing.
You're making less sense than normal.
No, I can't see them. I'll roll the Not one!
Oh, I don't.
I'm holding a flower and
And you
smelling
pick one up, look at it, smell it. I don't see one.
Is daffodil? No, I don't see it.
I don't see any daffodils.
Oh, okay. I'm just look at this. Whatever I'm eating for breakfast. Nom 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 nom.
You just ate a flower.
You know, Smoot, if you knew your place, I think I'd like you a lot more this way.
The hell are you talking about?
So, it's a fair point. So, Smooch, regarding your memories, can you remember anything about us and how we came together as a crew at all?
How you ran into us?
My family hired you.
Thinks we're smugglers.
You
To be fair, Captain,
We smuggled almost nothing.
maybe not.
Look, if you're smuggling things, I need a cut. That's the only part that.
I was just about to ask.
flowers.
Flower smuggler.
No,
Just
Captain,
a little off the top.
I'm a man of action.
Tulip bulbs.
I don't like smuggling. It's too smuggly-ish.
Seem awfully smug about this.
I prefer to be on the front lines, giving the old swashbuckle a buckle swash.
So long as no flowers.
No, no. Not even the baking kind. Just lies.
So, in the meantime, Smoot, we do have a banquet to attend in a couple days.
Absolutely.
Do you remember the battle that we just vanquished the other day?
Yes, I was there.
And you remember taking in reality that ball thing and
Ball thing.
all of that, right?
I wasn't there. Did that actually happen?
It did happen.
Squeezed it.
Have a flower.
I kept it from going over the whole city.
No, I'm thinking to put it back.
Shortly afterwards, it was, which one is it? And then boom, he ate the pavement or dirt or cobblestone, whatever the words are.
Right.
I'm no
Plucked
double
flower
engineer.
slowly turns its head towards.
So, Smoot, my initial offer remains. We can remove that metal arm. I have a ring of regen. It's not the first time one of us has lost an arm and had to grow it back.
That seems a little cut and dried.
That's the plan, yes. Glad you're on board.
Why?
I
Let's
hate
not,
your character.
let's not be hasty. It is functional at the time. That may change later, but let's see what else can be done with ding, ding, ding. This.
Does it hurt?
Can make it hurt.
No.
That is a valid point. Does it feel pain? Or again, stab it.
I would. He beats me to it.
You're better. Oh god!
She carries your fork.
Did it penetrate?
Yeah, it would penetrate. I mean, it hits and it scrapes along, right? Just like with Artex, if he takes piercing damage. I would say you take a little less than you'd expect, or at least just 1 point of piercing damage. But instead of like going in and biting flesh, it hits. It's like and makes this horrible.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a weird scraping sound too.
Dragging along at 30
It's just kind of
seconds.
scraping across.
Like a jaw.
I mean-
chalkboard.
I felt it, but it didn't hurt.
Good. Please don't do that again.
Well-
Sensitive hearing among some of us here.
Well, ears are rather.
There's a
Never mind.
chalkboard when you need one.
Ah.
It reminds me of a story.
Hardly sounds like
Eat your
an inconvenience then.
No, thank you. It's been no.
It's another meal seasoned with like flowers and other shit. Just more rose petal season.
I thought I was gonna stab him with a fork with the flower.
So we have
like
2
a-
days until this banquet. Maybe by then, Smoot's memories will resolve by then, or they'll keep changing.
Yes. Otherwise, it may be best to give him some recovery
him.
time.
Yes.
Or we find a specialist.
In metal hands.
Yes, metalhead.
Uh huh. I meant the brain, Captain. Yeah, metal.
I stare at like 3 inches away.
Yes, I had to be clear.
If this is metal, I could probably smite with it.
I don't know. I'm not a paladin.
That's clear.
He could be the king of Iron Fist.
Who will be my Luke Cage?
Krasnak merchandising rights is gonna pass out. Oh no! Merchandising contract.
I
Oh,
was thinking more Tekken.
that too.
Give Smoot the Heihachi here, just big old.
Exactly how the first thought went to. He's definitely a Hachi. I see you throwing your kids into volcanoes as a hobby.
That's what he calls retiring. The volcano is called
Remember
Mount
his dad
Retirement.
retired? Yep, into the volcano. Family tradition.
What show is there they do that? Oh, dinosaur. They would throw the elderly into the
Oh,
fire. Hurling day, that's what they call it.
That's. So that's what's got to throw the mother-in-laws in the volcano.
He was so excited.
They tried volcanoes. They tried volcanoes, but the volcano spat them back out.
In the meantime, we have a couple of days to
Hi, Freya.
hopefully relax, assuming no new hell sprouts up in
Hi,
this city.
Freya. Hi, Sif. Ow!
There's that glitch tower if you're feeling adventurous, Captain, but I would also recommend we take it easy for the time being.
Until Smoot's head is either fixed or resolved, or taking, on a nice little healthy vacation. I
We'll resolve it
suggest we
like
not go
Freya, Sif, are you
too far away. Strong, did you ever get a chance to help
Oh, do you?
Aegis out with
do you look
the
different?
Rokuganin ambassador?
That is still what I plan to do in the coming days.
Do you look different now, or do we not notice yet?
I would say I don't really look different
May join you for some
at this point.
Okay.
Aegis here is a planar professor.
How many
He may
days?
have some things I would like to get from
How
him.
many days before the banquet?
2.
2. This is so 2 not counting this day, or 2 counting this day?
Counting this day, because yesterday he told us about it next morning, so.
Okay, cool.
God, why are you pulling raspberries at the crew?
Was that for?
I get you hungry. I'm doing my best.
That music is terrifying. So, Captain, if he's is he in charge now, or are you still in charge?
Have you also injured your head, Norhagen? More than usual.
Well, I spent the night cowering in my hammock because there were no reason.
You're still captain of the cargo hold when we're all gone.
Ooh, promoted. Before it was only when they were asleep.
We should keep one of us on the ship at all times.
Aww.
You need to go outside.
Assistant vice captain. So we might have the looked at.
Possibly, perhaps Aegis could shed some light on that.
Is there anything else we need to ask about? Oh, wait. We have to do the compendiums for our stats, don't we?
Yeah, that'll be at the dinner.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Is that when we're doing the wish as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So, downtime, RP stuff in the meantime.
Okay. Yeah.
How about we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
During that 5-minute break, think about that stuff, and then we will go over that and maybe do a time skip to the dinner, if appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever.
Maybe.
So, all right.
I don't have
2
any
days of downtime, so think about that. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Turn the Yeti back on and turn off the. And okay, we are right back. So,
That's awesome.
what do we do? You want me to go around the table?
Sure.
You have 2 days of downtime. What do you do?
If possible, I would like to speak with Aegis before the banquet.
Okay. Before the banquet the day of, or a few days before?
It's the current day.
Are you looking
as
for
soon as I can.
Millie? Are you looking for Millie?
I mean, I know where she is. We walked up to her door. The one night. I know where she is.
So anyway, you can totally meet with him.
Yeah.
All right. Next, I'll get back to you. I'll go around and then we'll. What do you want?
I need a day of shopping and then a day to enjoy the town of Random.
Oh yeah, that's totally yeah. You can enjoy the shit out of the day. What about what do you want to shop for?
I am looking for various planar rods. I'm really not picky. I'm just whatever ones I can find. Planarly attuned rods.
You want to play an early attune
Yeah,
rods?
I picked up plane shift, so I'm looking for things to use with that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me percentiles. I mean, if there's a city where you're gonna get planarly attuned rods, this is it. Well, one of
Jesus Christ. 16.
16. You're able to find 2. They're 1,000 copper apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you pick one, and then I will roll randomly for the other.
No idea what ones I'm after.
Okay. I'll do the
okay.
random one, and then we will.
Then other shopping wise, I need to pick. I have 2 scrolls of silence that I commissioned from the scroll guy,
Yeah, you can totally get those.
and potion shopping. I'll commission more haste potions. Or yeah,
How many do you want to commission?
4 haste and 2. Yeah, 4 haste and 4 of those invulnerability ones too. I'm out of those.
Done.
Cool. Gonna blow my cash.
Roll me a.
I need a planar rod that's attuned to Hester's realm.
D.
Let's go for it.
Those are on sale this weekend only.
Well, Captain, was the guy wearing yellow? Oh yeah, tons of yellow. Why do you ask?
He sold me. He
Go
gave
ahead
me
and roll
this
me.
rod.
Go ahead and roll me a D17.
Says for the planar.
So a D20 and re-roll if it's above 17.
You mentioned diametrics at some point. Dialects.
7.
Some guy named Hubbard.
Gehenna.
Interesting. Okay. Let me get some.
puppy.
They will briefly let you know the bleak eternity of Gehenna is an outer plane in the Great Will cosmology. Maw represent the alignments of neutral evil and lawful evil. The 4 layers of Gehenna are infinite planes with gravity at a 45-degree
Jesus
angle to the
Christ.
ground, making travelers feel as if they are on the side of a mountain with no base or peak. Anyone losing their
Wasn't that
footing could tumble
intact?
miles of kilometers in any direction. We see nearly all terrain that was not a river of water or lava was slightly slippery as quicksand. All structures are either built into or carved into slopes. Heat and light come from the ground, much like Tartarus, but the source was volcanic.
Sounds
Lava
terrible.
flow, vents, that kind of thing. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are common on the hotter layers. Unprotected flammable items and creatures would catch fire.
Is there a
Glowing
Sith
ground
console there?
or superheated gases being ejected. Barriers between planes are always underground, usually in the dead of corridors. And there's 4 mountains in Gehenna. There is Cullis, Camerida, Mungoth, and Kengaroth. Each one has its own separate ruler. Think of like a bunch of mountains on a fiery hellscape.
So you're always and it always feels like you're on the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like you're always climbing the mountain because the gravity's at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Weird.
God, I love that stuff.
So I guess
So
for
cool.
my other rod, first question is, do I need to specifically find a rod for this plane? Otherwise, I would need to pick up that as my other one, so I have a way to get back home.
Technically, yeah.
He's always hoping that the next
You need to
rod-
get, you
the
need
next
to have a
rod
rod
will-
that is attuned to this plane.
Okay, I'm gonna get a rod to this material plane. Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
In a way.
You either go here or Gehenna.
Good choices so far.
You could try to buy others later on from other places.
Right. Okay.
Our rods are one-time use.
No, you have it. You just the material component. You
Nice.
plane ship costs nothing. It's just
The
You
ones
have
with
to have
material
a rod.
components that cost money, you don't consume the
No,
components.
makes sense.
but if you
Yeah.
don't have a rod, you can't use the spell.
Yeah, you need a destination to use in your GPS. Otherwise,
And how much do I need to pay for my 2 rod or my?
1,000 copper
potions.
pieces apiece.
Sorry, yeah, I got the rods, but for the potions.
Potions.
And I'm willing to burn Glibnus and persuade him to a lower price.
He can go a little lower, but he can't.
I mean, I know he recently took a big commission, made a lot of money off the people who were bombing the city.
Be a shame if anybody found out where they got them. Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
roll an intimidation check.
25.
25. I'll keep it in mind.
You may not get any more potions from him.
you get a good deal the one time.
Let me
The last
see.
Oh, I forgot. I need to add in some health potions too. I'm out of those.
But this customer always coming in, always buying everything.
Yeah, the worst kind of customer, buying your products.
But he always wants discount. He always like, no, I won't pay full price.
Like in those cop TV shows.
Potions
where
of
they always go to
speed
snitch,
are going to be,
Yeah, snitch
with the
over,
reduced cost,
It's always they always go to that
429
same
copper pieces each. The resistance are 400 each. And he will, as a thank you, throw in 3 potions of superior heal.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
So the super reduced, he just gives you 3 potions of superior.
Sounds good.
There's a scene in one of the Naked Gun movies where the snitch then tries to talk, and then Leslie Nielsen's like, well, it's going to cost you, and they just keep trading money.
No, it was the shoeshine guy.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that's great.
Mhm. Okay.
That's
That'll
good.
run you that-
Matt, what do you got?
What you do.
I am going to spend the time trying to help find the Rokuganian ambassador.
You
So I attuned the belt or the gauntlets of ogre power, so I
Okay.
could help dig through stuff. And then I still have my Okami no Kiba attuned, so I can smell and hear better.
You are able to find the ambassador. Go ahead and gain 10 honor.
Okay.
As you have saved Yumi of the Gentle Winds of the Crane clan.
You?
So he's got 10 health. He got.
Yumi is actually a lady.
Ah.
She got.
Uh,
What did you say? Yumi, what was the title
of the Gentle Wind.
of the gentleman?
The wind.
She is of the Crane clan. And she is one of the 4 promised brides to Storm Song.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very nice. I like it.
She will meet you at the dinner.
Okay.
My day 2 is nice.
Wait, is that supposed to be Scarlet?
No.
Then I don't like it. I
I'm
don't
not
see
hauling
it.
a statue around for ice cream.
I don't like it.
Speaking of a statue, what does your character do?
Continues being petrified.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna want to leave the ship. So I'm probably, you know what? I'm thinking just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna try to see what I can do to earn a little cash around the place,
Okay.
whether nefarious or otherwise.
How do you imagine that you would earn cash here? You can do things like carousing, gambling.
Let's gamble. Let's gamble a bit using, persuasion and intimidation.
What are your gambling playing cards or whatever are you proficient with?
Oh, I am proficient. Hi, puppy girl. I am proficient with.
Comparing the kisses.
Let me go to actual proficiencies. Wait, where are those?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yes.
1 second. I'm sorry.
For more.
You only in
I don't see where it.
maybe under proficiencies if you're proficient with a type of like playing cards or dragon chests or dice.
No, I have I have my lyre.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Carpenter's tools, cartographer's tools, lyre, navigators, thieves, vehicles, water.
Oh, I guess you're not proficient in any.
No.
Yeah, so you can just gamble.
Yeah, whatever uses persuasion,
You can,
intimidation.
you know what? You can bet. You can bet on the local game from Lorehold, which is going to be going on.
Yeah, let's
okay.
do it.
While you're there, what team do you bet on? It's Lorehold and I think Marath Institute.
Let's do good old Lorehold.
Good old Lorehold.
Go.
Dumbholes.
What?
The spirit. The spirit.
Go spirits. They've got team spirit. Yes, they do.
Spirit's got spirit. How about you?
I'm gonna have you roll.
Okay.
Roll me percentiles. I'll say
Percentile.
it's a 50-50 chance. If you get 51 and above, you succeed.
96.
96. Okay, you succeed. You gain 500 copper pieces.
Almost made back all the tips you've given out.
Almost.
Well, no, because he paid a lot of tips at. Was it your house?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I've given away a lot of money too. Given away. Oh,
That's Krasnak, bro. All right.
Toast is always welcome at the Thornbrook Estate.
Oh, yeah, I prefer it.
Especially by the staff.
Toast doesn't know why, but he certainly enjoys it.
Okay, what does good old Smoot wish to do?
He's going to spend 2 days alternatingly ordering the crew around and intimidating them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I love it. Like they still do what you say anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to work.
Switching from polite to rude.
Guys, what's with his attitude?
I thought he was the nice one.
Would you rather Toast come back? Oh God, no.
Meanwhile, flowers grow all over the ship.
That's why he's not on the ship.
Can't handle it. Need to go.
He's looking for herbicide.
Accidentally by Miracle Growth. The cleric.
Yeah, cleric of Gaia says, well, this will work for you.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you, good man. Here's 500 copper. And that was a tip, right? Uh-huh. Just runs off.
Why are all the flowers 6 feet tall?
It's more flower than ship now.
All right. Sounds good to me. However you wish that to have balanced out is up to you.
Mhm.
Go Two-Face. One half one side, one half the other.
Which Two-Face, though? We talking...
Yes.
One half is this Two-Face,
No,
the other half
like-
is a different
Are we doing
Two-Face.
Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face?
Yes.
Or... Okay, that's good.
But the other half.
One half is Tommy Lee Jones, and the other half also Tommy Lee.
Oh, my God!
The reverse centaur. The reverse is me. One face.
And both the normal half.
Got over there. Two-Face. It's just normal. How can you tell? Oh, you can just tell.
Like, did he say mean things about you behind your back, or what do you?
He does, and then he compliments you.
The district attorney.
Oh my god.
Oswald's like, you killed the woman I love. I don't care.
What?
Who?
Anyway, all right. So to get it.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to Aegis.
More
Yeah.
kids.
Okay. easily find Aegis. At this point, Strom is nearby, digging up some stuff. You found the ambassador at this point. And at this point, we're just kind of moving stones about. Just
Okay.
kind of getting things reset, finding old books, that kind of thing. Because when the reality shattered, it shattered his tower into pieces. And they're just kind of in the process of just like using levitate and just like grabbing pieces of stone, moving them back, that kind of thing. With the golems working with you. So that's going on in the background. Okay, Aegis is there. He's got a ring on. He's just like randomly pointing at a stone, lifting it up, and just starting to move it in a direction. And he stops and looks at you and says, "Oh, well, good to see you, dear boy. How can I help you?"
I'm hoping you can help me, but a delicate matter came into during this attempted invasion. If we can speak in private.
More delicate than the invasion, of course. You, sir, have earned your privacy. Anyway, we can go over by that large group of blocks over there.
Excellent.
Blocks over there. Just a large group of blocks in the middle of nowhere. No one's near it. He's just kind of around, and he kind of just shakes his hand for a minute. As he does, it just kind of creates uses winds of precipitation to kind of create like a wind wall around you guys. So, well, actually, wind wall's spelling. Cast wind wall, and he's been using it to clear debris, right, and blow off, like the dirt off the rock. Now he's just using it to cause a large vortex.
Sarah?
There.
Because I heard glasses clinking.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
very.
she's
I heard
probably
it too.
Okay. After it wasn't.
You're not even in the house,
there's
man.
been a cast wind wall. If someone wants to really listen, they're gonna have a heck of a time. Wait, let me check. Nope, no invisibility stuff.
There's Norhagen standing outside the window.
Oops. Yes. Well, during our investigation into this breach into the material plane of the mirror dimension, my compatriots and I came across many mirror doppelgangers of various people here, including my own doppelganger. I intentionally summoned as in a controlled environment just to see how possible it was to fend them off, what capabilities they had. And in the fight, it didn't die exactly, but I no longer have my shadow.
What do you? I'm gonna walk around you a little bit.
No.
One of my compatriots dealt a killing blow that suspended it in a petrified state of some sort.
Easy enough. Dispel the petrification, and I'm sure your shadow will be returned back to the other plane of realms.
This wasn't a normal petrification spell.
Oh, right. Some what is it? Is it not a flesh to stone, flesh to crystal, right? Flesh to flesh. That's a weird one. I've seen the Thayans do that before. So when you gain extra layers of flesh until you suffocate upon yourself. Put a giant bulbous mass of flesh. There's one that it just removes your bones. Imagine suddenly not having bones. It
I'm
causes problem.
trying not to imagine, but
Seen it? It is quite terrible. Thayans are horrible creatures. I'm guessing that's not happened. Is it a stasis spell? Labyrinth, right? Imprisonment?
I believe it has done something to my soul.
That's
Indeed, the DM.
to your soul.
Will be yours.
Because as I understand obliquely, our mirror doppelgangers are supposed to be reflections of our own souls, so to speak. Right?
In a way, they are the mirror, but they're also your anchor. They're basically your soul's anchor.
Grounded as
Whenever
shit.
you're tethered anywhere, it is the tether. It's the anchor part. Without it, your soul would just fly helplessly through the ethos, not locking back to your body. That's what your shadow is. It's a reflection of your soul. Not this weird, when light bounces against you, it causes an absence of light. That's hubbub. It's a reflection of your soul.
That's heretic
Fake
science.
news.
Flat Earth.
So, say
Geocentric.
the reason
man.
my shadow, my mirror was petrified was because my soul was absorbed by something. Say, hypothetically, a weapon of some kind that could absorb the souls of those that it slays.
Permanent.
Strong's ears are burning, and he like looks up and he sees the Kadic and he just like waves. And then goes back to
And
work.
it goes back to,
Something that could absorb the soul.
yes.
Not your shadow, but your soul. You do have to understand. There's a difference between your soul and your shadow. Your soul is your soul. Your shadow is a reflection of your soul. It's the anchor. When you are cast into the ethereal plane psychically, there is something called silver core. It's an attachment from yourself, your soul, back to your body, because these things are linked together. Your shadow is a reflection of your silver core. It's like silver cord. It's that. While your soul is in your body, it's the thing that always draws it back to it. Without it, you would either have to physically find your body again. It's also the thing that keeps you in times of great stress from dying. Without it, your body, your soul will more easily slip from your body. You might be more susceptible to spells that steal souls, right? You definitely get it back. Whereas, be careful sending your consciousness into the ethereal plane or rolling into a state in which you might die. Because you probably just slip from this world without it. AE, if your character ever goes into death saves, you don't roll death saves, you just die. You just learned that is a side effect.
At least you learned it.
And you don't have a silver core. I mean, if you ever use a thrill jump or a dreamscape jump, you can't find your body. You have to physically find your body.
Good thing that retreat I cast last battle didn't go through. I stayed in the material plane.
That physically takes you there.
Oh,
Oh, so if you're, I get it.
No, you're leaving your body
takes your
versus-
soul. Your soul specifically leaves your body. You have a
Gotcha.
silver cord.
So no ethereal
so
jump.
like when
for
I
you.
was training with Master Penwar.
So planar shift would be fine because it's just
Back
your
when you
body.
used to, that might cause a problem. He hasn't called you in a while.
This could be real accurate.
I haven't re-upped my minutes in my astral phone. Well, that is terrifying, but good to know. At least gives me an idea of what avenue to pursue to possibly getting it back.
You could rebuild your silver core. It's a difficult process, but I know a man that can do it. His price is heavy, but it's luckily you've possibly already paid the price. You might not be able to get your silver core back. You can grow a new one.
And who is this gentleman I may have already paid for a second?
Fire sword.
Master of the Chaos Weave, Dean of Lorehold. One of only 3 surviving Chaos Weapons that exist, and the patriarch of the class of the study of the Chaos Weave. Though not a recognized school, they don't have 25 surviving members to actively allow entrance as an official school. One day they'll get there. The death rate is shockingly high.
I imagine, with the subject matter at hand.
Oh, ask him. I'll try to recruit you. Good man. Batshit crazy.
And
Not a marauder. Not a marauder.
And this fellow's name?
I told you his name. Batshit crazy.
That would be Dean
Wish he was a
Hubert
marauder.
Fulton.
We haven't met him yet, have we? I don't think so.
You briefly saw him at a distance one time.
Well,
Right.
And you invaded the school.
Gearmonger. No, when Gearmonger
When
went
you
to the
walked in and
school.
they were having lunch,
Wow.
and the Gearmongers were there.
Remember?
Well, you weren't there that episode.
No, he was. He just was doing something else.
Call yourself captain. You're part of the team.
Oh shit, you're Captain. Yeah, you weren't there, but yeah, he was there.
Don't you remember the times when? Don't you remember the things that happen when you're not around?
So it was either the one when I wasn't there or when I was talking to the
No,
guy.
you
kept
were
following.
were talking to the guy.
other people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good catch.
So, thank you for that information. I'll be sure to look that up.
The dean will be at dinner. You can inquire with him. He is shockingly an expert in some of these matters. He is a brilliant man. He is a brilliant man. Don't drink anything he gives you. Brilliant.
Eats through the cup.
I never touched the stuff. Thank you. Bid him a good day, and on my way leaving, I'll pass by Strom doing manual work or whatever, and say, Strom, after the dinner in the next couple days here, would you have a moment to maybe discuss the statues on the ship at some point?
Of course, Mr. King.
Very good, thank you. I will see you back at the ship. Good work with the stones there. Drop off.
Thank you.
Compliments you. Doesn't stay to hell, but compliments.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Wizards don't do manual
getting
labor. You're insane. You didn't go to school to dig ditches.
Is that everybody?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Before we continue, that honor did bump me into the next benefit on Okami or on Jokimbo's sword.
Jokimbo's sword. Oh, I'm going to have to modify that, but let's take a look at Jokimbo's sword. Collection, my campaigns.
Hold
my
on.
homebrew-
Let me do one thing. Yeah, that's a 10 to I don't care.
Oh, okay.
DC, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you do care.
Oh, no! And it was said that day that Toast's heart grew through.
Oh, that puts you at 100 honor?
Yep, I'm at 107 now.
Ooh.
What an honorable
One
man.
minor
Why are you
and
with
one
us?
major ability.
Community service.
You have served, you have done something for the Crane clan. The Blue Dragon clan, right?
Shoot the leg.
Gotta think of something that you would give. What's a minor ability? Minor ability could be it could be doing an elemental damage type, a D4 type of electricity, if you would like. Additionally, it could give you it could give you a cantrip, an ability to manipulate a cantrip. It could give you the ability to use a first level spell 3 times a day. Of course, much after the school in which you are of. A minor ability could give you a 3rd level spell once a day. Like Thunder Step, for example, was the previous one you got. You could cast a lightning bolt from your sword if you wanted to.
Booming blade.
Ooh. That one's proven to be pretty handy.
Your sword could just gain the ability to use Booming Blade. You gain the Booming Blade cantrip while wielding that sword.
Downside.
I've been right with that.
Okay, Booming Blade. And one major ability. This is a big one. This could be a high level spell. This could be using a 3rd level spell multiple times a day. This could be resistance to an energy type.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like the resistance idea.
Okay. How about this? You gain booming blade and resistance to electricity damage.
Okay.
Keep those in mind. Write them down. I will modify Jokimbo's sword afterwards.
You're gonna become the lightning blade, something like that.
What was that?
You're gonna become the lightning blade or something like that. Sort of
Well, the
title
next
on there.
one, if you gain 200, is one legendary ability, right?
Ooh.
That's like a ninth. So the example, the other sword you have has the ability to just polymorph you into into a dire, right? Or it's you cast a ninth level spell, which is the
False life.
The false life is the legendary for that one.
You gain the use.
Which I can't even use.
You can't even use because you have a beyond legendary ability with your other sword. Has sadly turned to a detriment in that scenario.
Whoa, it's turned into a neutral.
Yeah.
Team balances out.
Okay.
You know, you can just give away one of your cool swords. Give the Nightblade Toast. And if it works the first time, keep giving it.
You want to try to attune to this?
That's how much you hold this.
That's the biggest dick move. You throw your sword at a dude. What?
If I stab a guy and let go of it, he's holding it, right? So he has to make the same.
You gotta grab the handle for the purpose of wielding it. Or just grab it if it's not attuned, it automatically tries to.
Give me your valuables, okay?
You cast Hex first, and then give him the sword.
Okay. Noted. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Your power grows stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame Strom didn't get the mechanical hand since he, doesn't like sand and can now shoot lightning and much better thematically.
He will become Darth Vader.
Master Strom, there's too many of them. What are we gonna do?
I technically have eaten a youngling.
Oh God, that's right.
Right.
And he was a slave.
I
What you're doing on purpose.
But I have.
You know, I do have the words written down. We could always summon her again for another chat if you like.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
All right. So,
Actually, we should anyway.
It's
It's
been-
working with the Hester people.
it's been 2 days. This is the night of.
Found that out.
What do you dress like? How do you present yourself to high hall? And do you bring anybody with you? This is specifically a dinner with about a handful of people. Most you've met or you kind of have the attendance list.
Wearing my fine clothing. I spent too much money on it at one point.
Okay. All right.
Bringing Raina.
Okay.
Hopefully during that time we found her a nice dress to wear.
Oh yeah, definitely. Drop 80 copper pieces, and she is just it would cost more, but it's a small dress. so.
Still sporting my very fancy sword, just for
Okay.
street cred,
Street cred, right? You got a lightsaber, flaunt it.
Scaling in the sheets. Let's see on the streets.
Want to try that again?
Scaly in the sheets, fancy in the streets.
It's true.
Just so bad I had to.
Lose to experience.
I'm fine with this. Worth it!
Business in the front, party in the back.
Okay.
Very long back.
So, okay, Raina, you guys bring anybody?
Yeah, I'll bring Tatiana.
Tatiana? Okay. Yeah. sounds good.
Traitors.
You gotta bring her in front of Millie though?
Certainly. Why wouldn't I introduce her?
I thought you
Captain,
had done things with all of them.
I don't think he gets it.
Tatiana will wear a silvery
Is she
dress,
down here?
kind of something sheeny, right? Something neat.
You and Scarlet. Dressed and who you're bringing.
I'm not bringing anybody.
How
Swinger.
are you dressed?
No, not Swinger. No.
It's at a party. Lots of monkeys throwing shit. Anyway, keep going.
Noble finest,
Noble, finest. Okay. What does it look like?
all black.
All black. Some Return of the Jedi bullshit. All right. I like
You
it.
have a
I like
monocle.
it.
What do you need?
What do you got?
I'm going alone, but I'm gonna go like in my
Stag.
yep. Going
He's crashing the dinner.
full dress uniform
Okay.
as a naval officer, but I want the big like almost like a taco hat.
Okay. You had to go buy one of those. Done.
Yeah. But I want to
Found
50, 25 top.
that's
You got the
fine.
most ridiculous fancy naval hat.
Yeah, but like all of my colors are kind of like grays and greens and blue, like the sea.
Okay.
Like I look like a sea god.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. What are you wearing, Johnny?
Just that would probably tailor my wizard robes that I've probably seen quite a bit of distress lately, and yeah, just smart enough to look wizardly in front of the other wizards here.
Yeah, you go to the wizard dry cleaners. They in your
Like your old style of clothes versus the newer, more sword fighting.
Cleans like magic.
With, or
Yeah, I'm transitioning
Okay.
now from that, into back into wizardly stuff.
and what is oh, you already said this one. What about Strom?
Instead of wearing what he wears in battle, he'd probably wear more of a kimono type
Woo!
outfit. And
Here.
instead of bringing along the entire quiver of Alondra or whatever it is, I would have the Sword of Enders or Knight's Edge, Jokimbo's sword, and Akami no Kiba wrapped in cloth
Oh.
and
Yeah,
like
you piece
across my back, so I have them on me.
Yeah, and you piece bound them. Okay.
quick question: how many weapons are you typically carrying with you? You're like, instead of my usual this many, I'm gonna only bring 3 of them.
It's like Mel
So
Gibson.
3 always. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
God damn, you are a walking
Lots.
armory. I like it.
The quiver pays off. You just basically this quiver, you just keep drawing weapons from. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You have that. You arrive at High Hall. Once again, all of those professors, the many years, the deans and the Lorehold, as well as the masters of El, are here. They appear to be holding up in that statuesque pillars, holding up High Hall. As it is, the main double doors open before you. It is flanked by iron golems, who have a guest list, right? And they check the guest list as you walk forward. Of course, the assistant to High Hold is there. You met before. He will let you in, vouching for you.
It's an M for a different one.
Oh no! The other guy.
And holding the book.
Yeah.
Runs around.
The guy who led us through all the different rooms. The first
Yeah,
time.
okay.
That would be was it not John Watt? It was shoot.
Marty.
I can't find his name for the
Bimbo
love of
Buggins.
me.
Ooh.
Anyway, he would let you in.
Oh yeah, Artax is wearing a little bow tie
Oh,
That's it.
He's serving drinks. God damn it.
with a monocle over the.
We told him he doesn't have to, but he keeps doing it.
Factory reset again. What?
Robots of ice
Oh
pirates
my god.
with a little bow tie.
so anyway, yes, he will let you in. As you enter, you see the Archmaster of Conjuration, Thravis Krieg, is here. Bald, heavyset, long mutton chops. Like he has mutton chops that just continue to go down as if he's made them into a beard.
Is he the overall Archmaster of the city?
He is the Archmaster of the city.
He's
He
the one
is the
granting the
Lord
wish.
of High Hall. Or High Hall. And you see the professor of planar astrology, Aegis Belral, there. He is dressed as a stereotypical mage. He even has a pointy blue hat with like stars on it. Long blue cloak. Just looks like the most stereotypical wizard you can imagine. He does have the long white beard, long white hair. Very much imagine, almost matches nearly the description of
Page.
what is the
Yes,
name?
Sid.
No,
Fantasia.
no, the movie with like King Arthur, but King Arthur's a kid.
Oh, Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin from that.
Oh yeah, Storm the Seven.
Very much looks like that. Skinny, gaunt, that kind of thing.
With
Uh, Near him, of course, is his apprentice, Millie Nilwyn. And she is wearing kind of like a red sparkly kind of dress, kind of low cut, but she also has over that what appears to be like a long coat, right? Because she's a wizard.
Academic robe.
Those, and there is Yumi of the Gentle Winds of the Crane Clan there.
My benefits.
She is in her human guise. Looks 25 years old, long silver hair, light skin, slim body, angular features. Think kind of very much an Angelina Jolie,
Mm-hmm.
but a younger one with very angular, high cheekbones. Very skinny.
Ooh.
a breath weapon. So Angelina Jolie.
Slightly glowing blue eyes, right? Not doom glowing, but it's a very much a blue, a vibrant blue eyes. Those are only people here currently. There is a large central dining table, much too long for the number of people that are here, with chairs that are very farly spaced apart. There are 12 chairs. Sorry, there are 11 chairs in all. One with each major symbol of the Arcana upon it, including time and gravity.
Ooh. What's the symbol for gravity look like?
I'd have to look it up.
That's fine.
Big 16-ton weight.
I would assume it'd be like a black point.
That's what I would think, like a black hole, yeah.
Yeah. Time would be like a clock. So
Digital?
Send that. Yeah, they've been in the future. They know what happens.
We'll just like going to 12 o'clock.
Because it's always being.
no one knows how to set it.
Yeah.
That's one of the mysteries.
No, it's like
It's cool to even say. No one knows who set the clock as their signal.
If you said it, that means you're a master.
shit.
The initiation.
But yeah, there's there. So those are the people that are there. The Professor, the Archmaster of Conjuration will greet you all. Thravis Krieg, I'll play him. Welcome, everyone. It is a pleasure to see all of you, the crew of the Nostromo, a proud ship of the Majorcracy, and its pervious captain, a very astute, and I have to say the first Quicksolving captain of a Majorcracy vessel. The council is very proud. Later on in the evening, of course,
I hate it. We found this guy out in the field somewhere and he started talking to me, I'd slay him. Him and that Jowls guy from
the Archmaster of Enchantment and the current king of the Majorcracy, Ramsey the Wise, will be out here, not physically, but will project his presence later on in the evening to give his thanks and to christen the newest vessel, which you may have an opportunity to bring in as a membership of the Majorcracy.
Ooh.
But it's later in the evening, the night is young. We have magical liquors and wines tonight, if you would like them. Some of them are very bubbly. I have drunk a few myself already. So, will we have dinner first, or introductions, or perhaps an awarding ceremony? It's your night. Only really us here. The dean has yet to arrive. He'll be around.
It's a great honor to have helped out this fine city of Ed. We hope that one day, we hope that this is merely an early step in our budding, mutually profitable relationship between our two organizations.
Budding like flowers.
Yeah.
I certainly do hope that we will have a pleasant relations. There is a war going on, and many of your skills are very much appreciated during this effort.
I believe I speak for my crew first when I say that dinner first would be most welcome. Onwards to the rest.
All right. Yeah, of course.
We've all been waiting for the highly regarded food that this city is said to have.
Please have a seat at the table. You will notice that all the plates are currently empty. There's a reason for this. As you sit down, you need to merely imagine the meal that you would like to ingest, and the plate will create it.
Oh, first I've heard this. Hey, gotta go to your cool bar.
Captain!
The glasses will fill themselves with whatever you drink. It will be made available.
Captain! We gotta get these!
Guys, I know what to do for our wish. And I'm about 80% serious.
Best galley ever.
Just wind up a skirt.
Like, what was it? The Grog's Endless Tanker of Ale or whatever he got in Critical.
Oh, you made it. You can fill it with anything, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Like mayonnaise at one point?
Oh, God.
Gross.
Fantastic. I just started the third season. I'm excited.
Well,
What-
I offer Smoot a sample of the finest Quixavan, most powerful Quixavan alcohol I can think of. You're about the only one here who I think who could maybe have it without dying.
And I trade him back. Some Mwangi.
Oh, I'm down for this.
Okay. All right. Full. Okay. I love that. Roll a Constitution saving throw and roll a Wisdom saving throw for the captain.
Yes! Get a gingerbread Mountain Dew, you bastard!
I rolled a natural 20.
I'm the opposite.
31.
31.
I'm tripping
beyond
balls.
and beyond an impossible check. You drink raw poison, and you're fucking fine. You take
Tickles a little.
you take 2 hit points worth of damage from the burn, but outside of that, yeah, like it's pure poison, and you're fine. You're not even tripping. This is nothing. You've been drinking Mwangi style shroom juice for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit
Shroom wine.
shroom wine and it's spirit shroom wine. So it's magically induced
Very
spirit.
delicious.
Yeah. So and yours.
Blue stars.
I would say I decided Mwangi shroom water
This is fine.
tastes like gingerbread Mountain Dew. And yeah, and,
Different for
and
everybody.
what happens? Like you are for a while, not too long,
Oh
because
boy,
of
not
the
a great
resistant
choice
immunity.
at the dinner
You
here.
are tripping balls.
Don't get back your bags because you're going on a tour.
Let's see, are we having a good trip or a bad trip?
Your call.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
So probably a good one. That's
I'm a
we're in
sandwich.
pretty good spirits. So
Stay away from Strong.
Who's your patron?
Moonlit King.
Moonlit King.
King.
Winter Court of Mithras.
One of the lame courts.
Oh yeah, your spring court sounds lovely.
Shut up.
I do have a red rose in my lapel.
You bastard!
Um,
I used to like the character.
Smoot, I've been having issues with lately. So
Talking about.
I'm imagining Smoot. It's probably the worst version of Smoot that I would think could be coming out of this. Which I'm not sure if that means you're really good or really
Worse for who?
And I keep losing sight of Reyna.
Okay. Just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
No, he keeps going blind in one eye.
Whatever works for you. What are you?
I look incredibly paranoid Because out of the corner of my eye, I'm sure I just saw Sessiva over there.
Yeah.
It's not a great trip. We got a 1. It's gonna not
The
be wonderful.
non-blind one.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not doing great.
Not doing great. This is gonna be like a solid 10 minutes of
Oh.
just oh boy. Oh,
Hold on a second. My organs aren't supposed to be susceptible.
I've never seen a snake sweat.
Most people.
Oh, that's what that
That's
is.
another one of Quick Solvents here. They would notice the signs of a snake freaking out. Everyone else, you would just see calm.
It's like how many people are stepping on the same step over and
Still
over
just
and over.
staring.
Like just not like like hypnotic staring at people and just like just freakishly.
Occasionally it's a grab, like, nope, she's still there.
You keep
Except
grabbing,
it's a potted
you keep
plant.
grabbing her hand. She's like, "Oh, that's so sweet."
Except it's a potted plant.
Okay.
No, that's you.
Oh, yeah.
What about everybody else?
I'll abstain from any hard liquor.
Yeah.
Yes, just drinking. Yeah. Captain, your pupils are quite tightly. Is that normal?
Decadic, would you like a drink?
His eyes are basically black at this point. It's
I'm good. Thank
Don't even
you,
register. You
I can't tell if he's hungry or horny.
I'll just tend to my dinner here.
What?
Are you good, Captain? You nervous about something?
To us, does he seem just a little bit off rather than totally
Roll me an
freaking out?
insight
You
check.
guys are probably a bit more aware of me.
I know exactly.
Dirty 20. I know.
Oh, boy.
Dirty 20. Oh no.
I'd roll for deception, but I don't think I can roll at this point.
It'd be more persuasion because it's happening.
That's a 15.
15. It seems a little off.
That's it.
Yeah, but nothing unusual. Snake people stuff.
Captain, it's okay. I confess not being knowledgeable about this, but if you're nervous about being out on a date with Reina here, if you have jitters, nerves,
Nervous on the Sabbath.
it's
I've never been.
Everyone's
Hey. You guys catch Trey up real quick. I'm going to use the bathroom.
It's a moment, Troy. I look over where Arena is, but look where.
Thank you.
Oh.
It's not a good whisper.
other.
So a toast whisper?
Yeah, basically. That is a good
Are
description.
you referring to Millie? She's across the table there. Are you talking about someone else?
We got a
That's about.
So
What about such about?
Yes. Keep your eye.
Okay. Maybe you should have some water too, Captain. I might recommend.
Finish the Milwaukee drink.
good for you, Captain.
I keep a
Good for
glass
you.
on me at all times.
Put your hand over it when you're having.
Someone else reaches over and thinks of something else.
Yeah. So yeah, Trey, we're just getting down to that banquet dinner after saving the city and such. Haven't gotten around to getting the wish that was offered us or getting tomes or whatever.
We were afraid you were starting to serve drinks again, but it looks like you've come to your senses.
He went that way, then we had to physically guide you.
Like, please, Artax, no, you don't have to.
And we did do some downtime in between. So if there's anything you want to do before this dinner, I guess,
We had a couple days to
yeah, you want to just
see the sights.
or shop or whatever you want. I'm sure Tony would do a brief thing there.
well, we leveled up, right?
We did.
We did.
Yes.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
We're not playing on hard mode anymore, right?
Nope.
No 4-level deficit. So what are you guys doing for your dinner?
Well,
I'm having a time.
I will be while this is going on. I'll be chatting, schmoozing, and boozing, but I will be like trying to come up with interesting combos of food and drink just to try to see if I can test these plates and stuff. So I'll be like, I want the finest dwarf beer made from walnuts, chestnuts, and goose eggs. And for the dinner or fried food, I want clams on the half shell with peanut butter.
It's done. Oddly enough, you can ferment anything. So
Son of a bitch!
Are you like hedonism bot? Is that your other bit?
No, but no, but I'm just testing because I want
just random
these.
stuff. And there's a plate next to you where if you just move the plate over to it, it empties itself. And you move it back. So if you don't like something,
So that's what I'm doing. I'll be like, while I talk and schmooze and booze, I'll be like, I want to just test these because I'm interested in buying these.
You're not
at
eating
some
them. You're
point.
just dumping it on the plate.
Oh no, I'll eat them when I can, even if but if they taste bad, yeah, I'll just throw them out. But yeah, the whole time I'll be like, I want to come up with odd combinations. Wine made from the tears of a unicorn.
there you
Ooh.
go.
And of course, telling stories that are way too ridiculous and long for what we're doing.
So,
The
Tuesday.
normal or more than you?
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
What about smooch?
Storytelling Tuesdays. No more naked Tuesdays. Hi, Captain. Unicorn wine.
I think he's had enough for now. Thank you.
So, Millie
Mm-hmm.
in the low cut dress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Giving her the look.
Full mood.
Okay. Roll me a. Let's make a skill challenge for. Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
Roll me a performance, and roll me a deception check.
Perform the mating dance.
Persuasion 18.
Okay.
Stop turning me.
Let's see. Performance.
Halfling clams on a half shell.
19.
19.
It's our miniature.
The deception.
Deception.
Halfling clams. It's a clam that's-
7.
So
a whole new realm of culinary
so
fractions.
far, things seem nice. She seems to giggle at some of the stuff you seem to say. Yeah, seems to be going okay. Kadik, roll me an insight check.
Here comes the net one. 11.
Millie seems to be being friendly, but yeah, she's definitely friendly. She's responsive. You're at this point. You're being it's like a carousing, right? You're testing the waters, right? Not full innuendos, just kind of just making good small talk.
Someone that.
Liquid
Bond said
innuendo.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like the initial scene with Bond, right? Where you're just kind of like, this person is interesting. Yeah, so far you're getting that, right? You're not blowing out the water, but you're definitely, you're making. She seems like a nice young woman. She's 20, 25.
Yeah, youngish. Yeah, for human.
Yeah, I got her age in here.
I'm gonna say
Actually, it's in the description.
27.
She is, she's 20s, early 20s. Yeah. Have a good time. We'll order some of the stuff you order. Just curious. You keep suggesting things. She tries out. She if she likes them, she keeps them. If not, she'll take them. She throws them on the floor, and the floor just kind of really disappear.
Best thing.
Okay. By the way, everyone here currently will benefit from Heroes Feast.
Hey.
This is a table, Heroes Feast.
You did these two now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Jeez. Sorry. Matt, your character.
Roleplay Wranglers.
What do you eat? What do you drink? What have you?
I'm going to. I'm assuming that I'm sitting next to Yumi or nearby Yumi.
You are sitting across from Yumi.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some Phoenix wine for myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask if I can get her a drink, but not like in a seductive kind of way, like just
I
a
will.
Yeah, like a
trying.
being social, like a tea ceremony where you're offering something.
Yes,
Yes.
and I'm going to do the same for her.
Mhm.
Presumably she's already had it, but just to.
she will. So when you offer her a drink, basically a small glass, smaller than like your full size glass. You ever seen like a port glass? A glass for port. It's kind of like a shot glass, but for wine. It kind of appears and starts to grow out of the table and fills up with a brightly colored wine that seems to have a swirl of color in its center, right? Because Phoenix wine, like the Phoenix has, seems like a paint that hasn't been fully mixed, right, at its center, or polluted water where it has like the rainbow color at its edge, very similar.
Oh, like an oil?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it will push towards her. Yumi will take it with both hands. She'll take she's not drinking the whole thing at once, but she will take sips of it. She puts it down. It's like, the Phoenix wine, the wine of your plant. It is fine tasting, very fruity, very lively, fills the chest with a sense of rhythm. Have you ever tried the Crane clan's shibarashi?
Quick question before I continue.
Yeah.
Her being a ambassador,
Mm-hmm.
what would her title to me as a sign of respect be ambassador, or what would it be?
Since you are from her country, it would be lady.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside the country, you would call them ambassador because they're not of your people.
Yeah.
Okay. No, my lady, I have not.
Yes. Then shibarashi. A small port-like glass fills up with a bluish colored liquid. Almost, it's clear. It's almost like water, except you see little zaps of electricity on the inside as it occasionally like it itself is electrified. As she grabs it, a small jolt of electricity, like when you touch your hand to a doorknob and it shocks you, will pop, and the pop is audible. And she will slowly push it in your direction, and it will make its way towards you.
The drink.
I will taste it, and
As you grab your hand, it pops. By your newfound resistance, it isn't shocking to you. It's almost welcoming.
okay.
As you drink it, it's like ants are running down your throat.
Ooh.
And you can feel even like the first time you take a shot of alcohol, you could feel the entirety of your throat for the first time. Except it keeps going down until it hits your belly, and then you could feel the dimensions of your belly as it kind of tingles there for a little while until eventually it goes away. Kind of like a numb hand eventually regaining feel.
Reverse heartburn.
All right.
And it's pretty good, but it's pretty strong.
It flows right
You haven't drunk a lot yet, so no con saves
You're a
yet.
skeleton?
No, like
Okay.
goes right through.
You feel it the whole time.
But it tastes
Ooh. Oh, my your
it tastes like vodka.
Okay.
That helps.
Okay.
It's got a smooth taste, like good vodka, right? But it definitely, you can feel it's more the experience than it is the taste that is in there, and it lingers like Coca-Cola. Anything you touch for like the next minute will just have a little stab shot. That's about it.
Okay.
Turn his hair just.
then comes back down. I would like a glass of the Phoenix wine, but I want it as an older vintage. Older than me. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to try eggs Benedict, but with Phoenix eggs.
Some things go bad if you age them for too long.
The best simulation of a Phoenix egg will be there.
Oh, I thought this table could do anything. Mm.
Now, limits you to a dragon age. Like those aren't very. They don't have those readily. When you do ask for a phoenix egg, though,
What?
definitely Yumi does look in your direction. And since you're looking at her, but you're probably not, Matt, go ahead and give me a sense motive check.
That would be a 14.
14. She looks pissed. Like somebody just asked to taste human flesh.
What's wrong
Or
with
to
that?
eat a baby.
Again, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. Maybe I'll wait till the next table.
That's what you get there. Artax, as you are at this table. I believe people have declared that you're wearing a cute little bow tie, but you can change that up. What would your character wear to a formal?
I'm not sure if I'm listening.
I don't know if
And
you
what
are.
are you possibly? You can't eat, but you're at a table. So what would you do?
Right.
The final choice.
Not serving drinks doesn't have to do.
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Is there such a thing as motor oil?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
there is?
yeah. Lubricant, motor oil.
Dude,
Yeah.
rocket fuel.
Do you think that it would be possible that just to fit in, Artax would, want like a glass of oil?
I think it would be appropriate. Like, you got to keep yourself lubricated, right? Maybe every once in a while you need to have fine motor oil and you just need to drink it,
Just mixed it.
right? Just to keep things going. Maybe I could even imagine you drinking like high
Pennzoil.
octane alcohol to just
fine.
like clear out like some
It's in the
tubings, right? Because I imagine the insides of you, there's basically tubings, and you can control and close valves and reopen them in air.
Temperature control stuff.
That's
too.
that one.
Okay.
I can see inside.
Oh yeah, exchange coolant. That'd be.
Gotta
Yeah.
flush out the system so no
Um,
rust.
So I do have a bow tie. It's a hand-me-down
Radiator.
Okay.
from somebody. It's very big. It's red with white polka dots. Lord Stuffington is in his baby Bjorn.
Plus one.
That is my plus one. He has a monocle, a mustache, and a smoking jacket on Lord Stuffington. And yeah, he's just sitting there like sipping at some fine crude
Mhm,
oil, just trying to fit in
mhm.
as best as a robot can in this crazy mixed up world that we
Robot,
live
not
in.
this guy.
Robot with a human eye.
Now, to note, since you missed the beginning of game, during this dinner, you will be presented the tomes, which you will take. And whoever wants to take what tome takes what tome.
Yeah.
And you will also be presented the person that will be able to fulfill your wish. You guys can ask for one big thing collectively or something medium apiece. Like that could be something that change your character, gain or lose something. That could be a stat. It could be resistance to damage. It could be to make Mr. Stuffington sentient and you gain the fine familiar ability, right? Something that's neat, but within like certain boundaries, right? You could cure your eye issue, right? Just
medium thing.
something like that. So keep in mind what you might ask for, and yeah.
Did Grant the Rabbit in the final death.
The rabbits back there just snuck into the dinner with. That would take the big collective one.
Yeah, because you have to contest on Marauder's will.
That rabbit is still with Rutherford.
I thought he lived on our boat.
No, he's with the rougher
Damn it.
for 3 months to it.
We still can sense though when it's died.
The rabbit knows. Its
There's the one
opportunity was
with
there.
squat on it.
It's just
So
Rabbit's in his cage going, nobody knows.
I would like to think halfway into dinner, eventually a stocky, dark-skinned man of elven descent, not full elf, but appears to be half elf, right? Wearing layers of old-fashioned clothing, right? And they don't really match, right? He's wearing a pleat jacket but then like a yellow shirt, right, and black pants, right?
Yellow.
This son of a bitch.
That's it. We burn the place down.
Jump him.
He has auburn long hair.
so bright.
It does reach down to his waist. It's very unkempt, and it's cut
Oh,
at
God.
different lengths, right? Like he's just trying to trim the edges. Like he's trying to cut his
Not like
split
bad
ends.
layers.
Kind of, but he's just cutting at different lengths. Like he's just cutting the split ends, but he's not caring how long the hair is. He has long ears, right? You'd be convinced at this point that he's a full elf, just by the length of his ears. Normally half elves don't have as long, except he has scraggly. He's kind of like a beard, right? Not a long beard, but like a scraggly beard. And his facial features are too round; they aren't angular enough for an elven to style. Kind of the giveaway of human features. As he walks in, he's taking slow, steady steps at an odd angles apiece, almost as if he's stumbling like he's drunk, but he isn't drunk. He's just kind of, it's like you're thinking about yourself walking. Like you can notice your breathing, you can feel your tongue in your mouth, that kind of thing. As soon as somebody says it, you can do it, right? It's like thinking about the game.
And we all just lost.
So he begins to stumble and walk into the room. As he does, the professor of planar astrology, Aegis Veloth, will stand up and say, "Oh yes, Professor Dean Hubert Thornton of the Dean of Lorehold. Welcome, good sir." He takes a step back. He puts his chair in front of him, and he just kind of stands there. And he walks over and he just kind of uses mage hand. He pulls a chair out for the dean. The dean slowly walks towards the chair and then just kind of puts his hands on it as if he's testing it. He's like, "Oh, excellent. It is real. All right then." And he plants his ass down. "All right. I have received an invitation to this party. I have been told I am the dean of Lorehold, which is apparently still correct and a surprise to myself. I have heard that you are the ones responsible for taking care of the giant glowing chaos monstrosity, right? Congratulations. I'm a big fan of the murder, the fire, and the explosions recently. Good job, you."
You know, we're only responsible for one of those. The rest of them were the monsters that were ravaging your city.
"That's fine. You're not like the other pussy wizards that I pushed through this academy like an abortion." So,
Oh my god.
Let's recruit this
Oh,
guy.
like
I know our wish.
How does one become a pussy wizard?
Many years of study.
first you
Just
have
watch
to be,
Decadic. All the ladies are after him.
first you have to be a coward enough to study something like illusion or enchantment, and probably open up a shop and never enter a battlefield. Right? Times like this have proven me right. Enchantment, illusion, aberration. Defense is for fools. The best defense is overwhelming offense and violence.
Here, here.
Best defense is plagueship.
So,
this guy is hardcore.
I am the Dean Hubert Thornton. I've said my name twice. If you forget it, I will cast Fireball on this whole room. So, what the hell are we doing here? I've been told to show up. I didn't read any of the other instructions. I didn't care. The Archmaster of Conjuration, Travis Krieg, will stand up. He's like, thank you, Dean, for showing up. You are here to cast the wish spell for these good gentlemen and their wish for saving the city and the Academy of Lorehold. Once again, the Dean Hubert Thornton will speak up. He's like, great. I live here. It would suck to see it blown up.
So, I'm 300 years old.
I love this.
I am a master of the Chaos Weave.
It reminds me of someone.
What do you want? I can do a lot, but it depends on what you want and how much you want. Obviously, there is a cost to everything with magic for those that don't have the balls to cast the spell. So, well,
I'll have a mango salad with a tuna pasta and extra anchovies.
an aggressive wish. You like.
I'll look up for the what?
So, don't all talk at once. I'm generally fascinated what you might have. If you want, I have an assortment of grenades that are available.
Ooh.
It's an interesting.
I'm not sure what they do, but they do what they do best, and I'm not sure what that is, but you will definitely find out when it happens.
They just said he wasn't a baron.
Just insane.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. Lord Stuffington is foremost in my mind.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like we're gonna each request a boon for ourselves instead of one larger one.
Fantastic. Greed is good. If anyone else tells you anything differently, you shoot them in the face.
I prefer to stab.
You know, Krasdek gets up. Go ahead, Captain. Go fast.
Okay.
Yes, Captain. Go ahead.
Does the stat buff go above the limit?
Ask. However you would ask. Because this is where you find out. You have to ask in character.
Alright.
Yeah. You can ask in character. He's here.
What was your question, Tom?
If a stat buff can go above the limit, 'cause your normal limit's 20.
Gotcha.
A tome raises your limit.
Exactly, but can this do it also?
This is the wish, right?
Yes.
Yep. If you want, I can give examples of other wishes I've granted in the past as a payment for my tenure here and my ability to stay. I once made a man's ass sentient against his will, and it was hilarious.
You mean the animal or
What
his
type of ass?
Nope.
stereo?
I made his buttocks be able to talk psychically to the people around him, and it did not have his own personality.
Is he still around in the city?
His name is Greg. You can find him at the alchemist shop. He doesn't leave his room.
Your source is the pet detective on this side.
It was a matter of spite. He eats nothing but cabbage.
Spicy food.
Yes.
I have made magical weapons of great ability and fantastic abilities that are beyond that of normals. I have changed people's sex, their race. I have done slight alterations to the timeline, not as much as much people could think, but you can do a little bit. It's quite fascinating. There we go. I have given people fantastical magical abilities. I have brought back loved ones from the dead. I have made loved ones dead. That one doesn't require much of a spell. You just grab a dagger, you go down the street, you stab them a lot, and you walk away.
Once again, Captain, I must say, I like this fella.
Once again, I can't leave this city. I'm kind of stuck here. I'm wanted in a lot of places.
A toast whisper. Again, I like this fella.
Well, as far as wishes go, I find myself overflowing with charisma. But as you said, greed is good, and quite frankly, I could use some more of it. Do you think you could help me out?
No, it's definitely something we can do there.
He said no.
How charismatic do you want to do once? How do you want to become more charismatic, or do you want your ability with the verbal word to be better? To give you an example, I did to myself once. It was great. I was working on a spell. I was trying to steal the soul of a succubus, right?
I found out two things. One, I cannot have true love myself. I only care about myself. And two, a lot of succubuses have magical herpes, which is curable. That takes time.
Did anybody catch the relevance to this?
Right. Herpes, when it talks to you, is bad. Sentient herpes, curable. So, more charismatic, or did you want sentient herpes?
To be more charismatic, tough choice though.
It's got you there. All right. Well, we'll do that one. You're going to have to come closer to me.
Double checking, not the herpes.
Right. Yeah.
No herpes.
All right. You just have to go further away from me.
I
You hear the zipping effects.
I go further.
There's going to be a certain distance to perform the fatality.
Right.
Come back.
Go for
Give me a
medium
moment.
range.
All right. There wasn't really a reason I had to have you go further away. It was just what's called a dick move.
Again, not the herpes.
That's a different dick move.
Captain, I say this guy is good and golden.
You gain 2 charisma. It can go above the standard level.
All right. Greed is good.
All right. Well, good. That one's done. Oh, I should mention, they have me do this because I'm a Chaos Wizard. The Chaos Wave, at its highest level of performance, you can cast the Wish spell without any negative repercussions. Fuck the law and the gods.
The city starts to shake a little
Wish
bit.
to become a chaos mage like him.
So, who's next?
That'd be our first mate, Smoot here.
Oh, well,
Whichever
whatever
version
your
of him is
relationship
available.
to him is, I don't judge. Mate of Zorkzak.
No happiness. Pull off,
That's his job.
pull off the glove.
I want this guy on our crew.
Good to meet you, sir.
Cure this.
Having a hand?
Yeah, throw in the herpes for free.
You're just gonna become a regular
You're
snake.
going to have to come a little closer. This is the oddest wish I've had.
Make this a human hand again, not metal.
Dwarf hand. Or an elf hand.
Oh,
Cure whatever is causing this.
that's doable. One moment, please.
Taxa.
Pulls out a vial. Focuses on the vial. A black liquid begins to fill it. The black liquid itself is filled with silver starlight, like distant floating stars. All right, drink that. All right. I hope it works.
So a statue.
Your arm is on fire. Like it feels like it's on fire.
Literally on
Roll me a.
To you,
I would
yes.
say.
Oh, it's your
I'm
one
over my
check,
trip.
right? Just to not give it away that you are like your
Said
your
I'm 10
raw
minutes, I'm
will
good.
just holding it in.
Mom's not looking. I'm gonna enjoy a drag.
29. Fucking impeccable. In the inside, you are feeling the worst
Oh, no.
pain you've ever felt. Like somebody is erasing your arm at a molecular level.
And I've been thrown off.
Externally, you're like, fuck it, I've been thrown off a mountain. I've been dead multiple times. What's this? And your hand begins to look more and more real until all of a sudden you can feel your fingers again. Your skin becomes spongy. Internally, your bones are still on fire, but it's slowly starting to recede, like a tide that has come in at its breath and is beginning to recede. Within a few moments, your hand is your hand again, and you felt it go further than your hand. Your elbow felt part of your lung catch on fire. It
Damn.
was starting to grow. Your bones had already gone metal. Just the skin on the outside was still fleshy.
Damn. Okay.
Well, I hope that worked. I will drink Human
flask.
water?
Offer my flask.
Oh, well, thank you. You'll take your flask.
Right
Nice of
before
He drinks it before he grants our wishes.
Damn you.
Got mine. Let's get high.
Curfews for everybody.
Dear God. Dear God.
Fantastic. I hope these wishes are beneficial to all of you. You've apparently done hard work, and I'm impressed by the violence. So, who's next? Is it the young elf boy or the older half-fey boy? Spring Court? Yep. Ooh, Winter Queen. She's. Oh, no. I smelled Winter Queen, but not on you. I smell. Oh, no, summer. Oh, really? Oh, spring. Ooh, roses. All right then.
Glass of human water.
Now, what is it that I can help one of you with?
Think the noble quartermaster, Samurai Strom, there would be up to bat.
Human water is skeleton.
In our travels, we've had many battles. Would you be able to make me
Jesus.
resistant to physical damage?
Type of physical damage. You have to choose it, though.
I would go with slashing because that's usually what I am up against specifically, with being a samurai and all. I would prefer slashing damage resistance if possible.
I can make you resistant to non-magical slashing damage. Is that good for you?
Yes, that would be excellent.
All right. I'm going to need a piece of your skin and consent. In an order of your choosing.
Is it for the spell or just for your own keeping?
A good question.
Well,
That's a really good question. I'm at least 90% certain it's for the spell.
Okay, so I will, off the back of my hand, I'll carve off a little bit of skin.
A little sliver. Okay. We'll take that. All right then. Wait, I'm going to need a little bit of tequila. Thank you. Fills up. He drops the skin in there. He takes a shot. Okay, we're connected. Good. And
You have a
I need your consent. You could make a wisdom save against the effect if you would like. The consent is basically you choose not to resist.
I'm going to choose not to resist.
Someone's getting herpes.
Your skin feels denser. It's still spongy, right? But much like leather, if you run a blade across it, it just scrapes. You are now resistant to non-magical slashing damage.
dang.
Okay. And now, question.
Yep.
If I rage, am I then immune?
No, you're still just resistant. If you
Divided by
okay.
range.
But without raging, you're still like if somebody just stabs you out of the blue without raging,
Well, then you take piercing damage.
immune. You're resistant to non-magical slashing, which most damage is non-magical, right? Most devils when they attack, their attacks are non-magical. As I say, it's magical for it to count as magical,
Devils are mostly
Gotcha,
non-magical.
gotcha.
unless they use a magical weapon, which they have them. But if they hit you with the claws or something,
Crazy.
that's good.
Never would have guessed.
So
President just transferred the metal skin from Smoot to Strom.
Master,
Like, what's Colossus? Is that his name?
so
Who has metal skin? Colossus, yeah. I'm smart.
So, Master Arcanus,
Oh, okay. Yes.
respect your seniors. Your seniors.
I'm rank 4. Your
Yep.
capabilities are quite impressive.
Higher than a bird?
I'm
Technically, you guys are all
not well versed in the arts of chaotic magic.
would you like to be? I would take you as my pupil today. I would teach you in the Chaos Weave It is a fantastic school. There are currently only 3 of us, right? I do have to disclose legally the pass rate is low and the survival rate is shockingly lower than the pass rate. But we would be willing to take you in. I would put you under my pupillage, and I swear to you, if you use this as wish, I'll make you a Chaos Weave mage before you've even left this room. You will have to imbibe a lot of lead. You're basically going to be drinking lead for a while. But it's good. It'll prepare your body. You will not die.
Maybe. Slim chance.
There is a chance. But you
But there is
are
one.
capable, and you look like a capable wizard. And I would love to have you there. There'll be 4 of us. I need at least 21 more.
I would be interested in learning these arts.
Done.
As for is that the wish, or is that in addition, like separate from the?
It would take the wish for me to do it within the next couple of days. Be a little bit longer if you wish to try to learn it the long, hard way. That's fine. I can do that. We can begin our tutelage
Toot.
as soon as possible. I'm excited. I have an opening recently this week.
Better allow for remote studying.
That's all it is.
I would be amenable to a longer course of study because there is something else that I would wish of you.
Mhm.
I have a younger brother somewhere that I don't really know about. Would you be able to scry upon him, their location, try to show me who they are, where I might find them?
You wish to know where your younger brother is?
Yes, I was not aware that he existed, and I would very much like to make his acquaintance.
You'd like to find him.
Yes.
All right. Do you have his name?
I do not know his name. Presumably it is Thornbrook, like my surname.
That's a first name, or it's just Thornbrook?
I do not know if he has any other name.
Right. And you need to find him.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to see him, or do you want to find him?
I would like to see him.
All right. Done. Anyone have a mirror or a compass?
I have a hand mirror that I purchased.
All right. Need the hand mirror?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to need 200 copper.
Very well.
Give me your wish, give me money.
Thank you. It's unrelated. I owe someone money on the way here. Thank
He
you.
knows a mark when he sees one.
I'll pay you back.
Schmuck. Schmuck.
Upon
says.
completion of my course of study, I presume.
I could charge for that. I won't. Grabs the mirror, and as he grabs it, he holds it such, and he pulls the lid off. As he does, he pulls the mirror off the frame, and you see it appears to be a weird, illusionary effect, like a sliding behind the mirror. Like there's it looks like liquid water just flows into the mirror itself. It keeps filling the back end of the frame, and then he takes the glass and he puts it back on. As he does, there's a blue sinking feeling. There we go. I'm not sure what it does, but you're going to find out soon. It should do, I think, what you would like. You need to see your brother. I think you might be able to. I'm not sure how many times it'll work or how often or how long, but there you go. A younger brother named Thornbrook, who's your brother. I told it specifically that. If you don't have one, the mirror will absorb you and throw you into the chaos realm.
That's fun.
I hope you have one.
And then you will become your own younger brother. Don't tell me how it works. I don't like this stuff up. I do technically, but also I don't.
Clearly, I have much to learn from you.
Right. And me as well.
Thank you. I'll put the mirror away for now.
This whole time, like, Thravis is just like, oh, God, no. Why? Why? I know why we keep this man on staff, but why? And Aegis is just sitting here with his chair from, like, he's trying to, like, catch shrapnel if something goes at him. Anyway.
Sailing Master Toes?
Ha! Finally. Well, I'm a man. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Who likes to go on adventures and find danger wherever I can. Which
You want to find danger at every corner?
I have.
Make
As tempting as that
It's
is,
basically our life already.
I would think that I would need a break every once in a while. But, which, you know, I don't take often. I have fought many things many times in many situations. I fought everything from a Hydra to a Gorgon, although it didn't run correctly, but it was still a Gorgon nonetheless. But I fought many a thing and had many adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
All right.
yes. Oh, wish, yes. I wish to be able to have a map that lets me find anything I ask it to find or anyone I ask it to find.
Yeah. All right.
Yes,
Want a map that can do that?
yes,
All right.
yes.
Do you have a map?
Yeah, actually, I think I do with my navigator's tool.
Yeah.
Ooh, haha, yes, I have one.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Now make it the things.
There we go. All right. Give me a second.
She likes you.
Unfortunately.
Let me
I'd
see.
buy it if he was young.
What am I going to need? He sets the map down.
It's a map.
All right, that's a heavy price, but you know it's a thing. All right. He pulls a knife out of nowhere. He cuts off his own thumb.
This man is
He
amazing.
grabs the thumb and he starts smearing his blood across it. And he puts like a thumbprint
Oh, Toast is in love
of
with
blood
it.
on top of every like capital city it comes across. He takes his thumb up and he's like, well, and he puts it back on and then it falls off of it. Well, that's a thing. All right then.
Captain, give him your regeneration.
Good thing I'm not ambidextrous and I chose the right goddamn.
Captain, I want you to fix his thumb. This man is a treasure.
With his other hand, he picks up the map. He tries to roll it up.
I'll just. He's
Take a
got
toothpick from an Orsivore to try to stick his thumb back.
19 plus 2. He takes it and he, surprising enough, goes and it rolls up in his hand.
Maybe he is ambidextrous.
And he uses Mage Hand and it goes out to you.
After, why didn't I just use
There we
Mage?
go. Once per day. It's a non-attuned item. Once per day. If you can utilize the spell, find the path. All right. Well, that's good. Would anyone like to use a last wish to wish me back a goddamn thumb?
Can't you just
Captain, you
go to
helped him.
context?
Like
you
a
wish?
genie, I can't do anything I want. You fuckers have to ask.
Artax
I'm not allowed to fulfill my own wish anymore. It's a legal issue.
looks down at Lord Stuffington
Uh-oh.
and then looks up at the wizard and says, I wish for your thumb to be returned to you.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Now what do you want?
Light like shines through his eyes like he's excited, and he goes, and he holds up, he grabs Lord Stuffington and holds him up in front of him and goes, can you make him my best friend?
Oh no.
Well, I think that's up to him, but we're gonna have to ask the goddamn bear.
Bear juice.
Let's do this. Don't make it suicidal this time.
Never mind. Put it away. Put it away.
This time.
Then comes the one that starts screaming his name.
Common side effect when you animate objects to become suicidal. Don't animate grenades.
Have you ever done that with a bunny?
What?
Have you ever made a bunny want to be suicidal?
That's ridiculous. I had once. So, Trey,
We watched you.
I'm going to create
I know.
Mr. Stuffington,
Amazing.
Lord Stuffington.
Lord Stuffington.
That's
He
fine.
is going to be a level 7 cohort.
Awesome.
He is going to, and I'm going to have to make a custom stat block for Mr. Stuffington, the Awakened Bear.
Awakened teddy bear.
Awakened Teddy Bear.
Fierce. Oh, Winter Dog, you.
A Trey, feel free to email me. It will take him, I will say, a day to gain sentience. Right? But after he does, email me what you want him to. What is his attitude? What's his personality, right? Write an email to me, describe me the Lord Stuffington, so that I can make a character sheet based off the idea of what Mr. Stuffington is.
Okay. I can do that.
I don't know if anyone's ever played League of Legends, so I'm thinking Annie, she's got Tibbers, just throws out Tibbers, this tough bear becomes just this giant fucking
Oh,
monstrosity.
the skins for that are
You want to
awesome.
play too?
I was thinking Cone from Bleach.
Ooh, oh, yeah. Not that monster.
It's got an attitude.
I mean, we did get rid of Scarlet, so we might need another horn dog. But
Fantastic time. I think I've eaten food today. So, is there anything else that I'm here for, or is my presence, have I met my quota?
you know, you can come with us if you want.
It's an aggressive thing. I don't know if I find you attractive, but time will tell. Yay!
Sounds like your wish wasn't strong enough if you don't find me attractive.
Wow,
You'll
okay.
find out in time.
Did you turn into Scarlet?
Anyway,
I'm attracted to
my
everyone.
time is done,
No,
and I'm going home.
And where shall I meet up with you?
But don't worry, I'm going to find you at the most awkward moments, and I am going to force tutelage during those times.
Ha! Every moment for Decadix is awkward. Like this one.
You're a braggart and a liar, and nobody is impressed by you.
I know. And I love it.
I like that.
Sorry, I think lingering effect of the Hydra. I didn't mean to put that in third taste.
More of this wine.
It's strong looking. I wish for a dragon egg from it.
God. Make it two. Make mine
As
hot boiled.
close to whatever the finished term would be as possible.
Oh my god.
Little eggs kind of disappear.
Little, it's a dragon egg. It better be large and in
It'll grow.
charge.
It'll grow.
It's like the ostrich egg.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Basically, you get ostrich eggs, but you know, they're dragon-like.
I expect a few lumps in my
It's like
figure.
a tofu dragon egg. It's like a fake dragon egg. It looks
No
and
food
tastes
dragon.
like the real one.
Oh my god.
Looks,
Actually,
taste,
I changed my order. I want a tofu dragon egg.
The impossible dragon egg.
hope that ambassador didn't see. She might care. I don't know.
Well then,
Yeah,
I'm going to
biggest
go home. You guys have a good day. All right. then.
Oh, well, that's right, because it's always daytime.
Architect will offer him a hug. Thank you.
Herpes, be careful.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
we'll give you a hug. You're immune to disease.
For a human.
Other than his eye.
Oh God, he gets a pink eye.
Hey, guy.
Anyway,
Instant.
so he'll hug, he'll sit down, and then the life disappears from his eyes, and his clone body falls down like a limp rag doll as he goes back into his real body somewhere else.
Get fucked.
Oh
What did you do?
my god.
I killed him. Hugged him too hard.
Shortly after you hug him, he just falls like a limp rag doll just on the ground.
Our best friend whose name I totally did not forget just now.
And
We're sorry our robot killed your Dean.
the Archmaster's going to sit down. Don't worry, that was probably just one of his clones.
Like the probably.
13 other bodies somewhere else. I do apologize. I know he seems ridiculous, but he is a master of the Chaos Weave. He does extract some prices on the sanity. He is. Most other Chaos Masters are relatively more sane. They're perfectly fine. As the beginner of the Weave, he delved the deepest. Sadly, it extracted the prices over the year. He may seem eccentric, he is harmless.
Well, I mean, seems like as long as you keep him occupied and, keep him busy, he probably has enough to handle.
He is the dean. He is good at running the school. Just don't allow him to interact with the students.
Ah, so he's like a first mate after the captain of this school ship.
Like a school, but not on a ship yet.
Yeah. Well, good sailing to you.
But regardless, this is once again is the Aegis Bell.
Why did we let you talk?
I don't know.
Each of you is entitled to a book, a knowledge.
Oh, yes.
My family has kept them for generations. My father gave it to me, his father before him, once per generation. We use it as I do not have any children, and I don't think I ever will have. It is appropriate that I pass them on to you.
Decadic saved the city.
I'm sure you'll be fine, good sir, if you do learn the Chaos Weave. He is fine. Sadly, when you learn the first, you make all the mistakes, and he took all of them, and it's not in the water. He's just insane, but he is gentle. Most of his antics only harm himself. We do have a cleric on staff.
He does seem slightly less together than that Marauder.
I've had some fairly severe tutors in the past. I'm sure I'll be fine.
I've heard of Master Penoir. I'm impressed. Astral Blade.
Yes.
1 of 4. May you be as legendary as the other of the Chosen. So, first is the Tome of Strength. Who do I pass this along to?
Me, good sirrah.
There you go.
Ooh. I thought it'd be bigger.
That's your character sheet.
A tome of strength.
Yeah. Well, whatever the strength one is. So plus
Tome
1.
of something.
Yeah.
They just-
Next, the Manual of Dexterity.
Great. Asked for that one, I think, right?
If no one else wants it, I will take it.
Good Robot. The Manual of Dexterity is yours, and it will float over towards you.
Eat.
Manual of Bodily Health.
Common, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
It does a body good.
Excellent.
Can I just type in tome, you think?
Yeah.
And start from there.
Tome or manual, one of those.
Oh, manual.
So, Manual of Intelligence. Unsurprising.
First page. Don't learn the chaos weed. It's a bad idea.
That's
Rip that
half
page
the book.
out.
Why you shouldn't pick Chaos Weave. The other half. Here's what happens when you pick Chaos Weave.
So
Yeah, if you want to change your subclass to a custom subclass,
Oh, lordy, lordy. What's food for that?
you gotta do some learning first.
Oh, these go by 2?
yeah.
And erase it beyond
Man-
20.
Manual of
And
Game.
the Manual of Wisdom.
That one would be mine.
Ah, he will hand it to you. And of course, the Manual of the Tongue.
Fit for the leader?
Of course.
Oh,
Hand it to you.
It's like, wait, you get tongues now?
Oh, I got tongues.
Too bad.
They normally take about 7 days worth of reading. You can break up the time. Just make sure when you begin to continue. So you have to start again. For the magic to take hold.
So we don't have to wait a century.
No, once you use it, it's dormant.
Yeah, when it's all done. But like if we start and then stop, and like
You don't have to wait for a second. It's only when it's used, fully used.
I only made it to the first 2 pages. You ever been out to wait a century?
It's like that extreme version where somebody keeps interrupting you when you're reading a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Those people should be.
So, you have received your rewards.
Yeah.
You have received your dinner. I have received your good company. I would like to call you my friends. Don't have many. Being a professor is a lonely life, but you have helped me and my house and my family. I thank you. If you need me, call for my aid and I will see what I can do.
Ooh.
Travis Creed will stand up and he will say, yes, of course, myself. You have free docking here. Your ship is considered under the Majocracy, part of the fleet, but on a undisclosed mission. You will receive paperwork on your way out, stamps of approval, and there you go. And 1 engineer to fuel the ship for you during your safe travels, and to blow the engine up if ever it is captured. Miss Millie Nilwyn has been volunteered, and Millie's eyes are open like she didn't know. Like, bum, bum, bum.
All coming together.
Everything's coming up to keep.
I'm forming an unwilling harem.
And he's totally unaware
You
of
don't
it.
want on this ship for you.
Like 5 women now. They're just like chasing.
They're all pining after him.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, no,
My
no.
younger brother's named Timsky.
Scarlet never comes back. She's burning this thing down. It's killing all these ladies.
Long game, but yeah, there you go. I'm down too. That's fine.
But by the way, when do we want to institute Naked Tuesday on the ship? Now that Scarlett's gone, it feels on the table.
So, Ms. Millie, you will be leaving with them. This will be part of your study. The dean has volunteered to help take over your tutelage with Decadic, though she may need help. So
Sorry, she just become a Chaos Mage too?
we have prepared one wizard, Whistle One cleric, to raise you back from the dead if you do happen to die within the next year. Only once. It's expensive. So, if Mr. Decadic or Miss Millie does die, please return her back here. You will raise her back from the dead, and there you go. An additional gift from the dean himself.
Very good.
There we go. And of course, he does say if you don't die within the next 200 years, he'll kill you himself. I don't know why.
And up to his power at that point.
Apparently, dying builds character. I am so sorry.
Builds
Yes, it does.
it leads to building a character.
How many times have you died?
Anyway,
I've seen once. So
I
I'm
do
wondering
have
what
to
else
say,
you remember.
as a crew, you are the most colorful people I have met.
Aha!
And much more pleasant to have dinner guests. And
Told
of course,
you.
the master of Freeport,
Oh.
who is, frankly, terrible to hang out with. and have dinner with, he drinks water only. Who
What
drinks?
pirate king is that?
I don't know. He drinks seawater.
Oh, wait.
He eats and drinks.
Gross.
Seawater.
If
Your
we
glass
poison
fills
the
with
sea.
seawater.
Ooh.
It's exactly what seawater is. Like you vomit. It's like your body cannot physically take it in.
Bleh. Bleh.
Unfortunately, you don't hit the floor, you hit the table, and it stays.
So they
Just drop it onto that other
you
plate.
host him occasionally here.
Yes, of course. He's required to show up once every 4 years, as is you will be required to make port in L once every 4 years to check the ship.
Yeah.
Do you have a? He
Oh, yeah,
has
that's
a ship from
Yeah, he has a flying ship.
He was the other one that got the flying ship. And Thravis is the one who gave Thravis Krieg is the one who gave him permission. That's why you came here.
We know when he is due to return again. We've had dealings with Freeport often in the past.
Next year, we're hoping to gain some dealings with Freeport due to the war. And the king of Freeport is a potent warrior.
So we have heard. Perhaps we could be of assistance in such a negotiation.
Of course. So, is there anything else you wish you have done? The heroes of Earth. You are celebrated throughout the day. I will name one day after you once every 12 years.
The day of the Wu-Tang continues to spread.
Yes, everyone will thank the Wu-Tang Clan once every 12 years.
For what we've done for the city, a small cash reimbursement wouldn't go amiss.
So give us a tome and I'll give you some cash.
Never mind. Have a good day. Ooh, look, war wine. Ooh, made from dwarf grapes. Num num num.
Still
num.
salt water. You haven't jumped in.
I don't think dwarves grow grapes.
But yeah, you can refill some wine.
Thank you.
I think dwarf grapes are like Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh dear.
Yep.
What is that, like goat balls?
Bull's
Yep,
testicles.
Probably just
Yeah,
or buffalo testicles. I
Yeah, they're
believe.
bull testicles, I think.
Okay.
Bull.
I did have one. Does he? Have you? There's a tournament among some people who bear some tattoos that are fighting for a right. Would you happen to know of any of the people who carry them?
I know of one prominent member. Is he known to carry them? She
Information.
carries 3.
Oh,
Yes, the Red Razor.
Oh shit.
Dun, dun.
Yes, your father, the Red Razor, is a known carrier of several of the animal tattoos. Forgotten God.
Oh my.
thank you.
There are a few others. There's this. There is a Tiger Man in Barovia. And I do have heard of a demon in Fae that possesses them, one of them. The rest change hands to me. The news is too old, and they tend to not live very long. Why are you curious? Participating in the Great Game.
It'd be fun to enter sometime. There's that tattoo. It's visible.
And what's the animal?
It's like a dragon tattoo. That's like
Don't you-
Ouroboros
don't you
thing.
mention
That's the name with the dragon tattoo.
He doesn't notice. Doesn't notice. I roll fucking balls low.
That's dope.
He's just like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. Low insight, low perception, just like
This guy's a wizard.
I rolled shitty. He's a knowledge guy, right?
That's wisdom, man.
He's got persuasion and the knowledge.
He knows a bunch of stuff, but not how to apply it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a tortoise tattoo?
I thought it was a
It's a
turtle.
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 Turtle, and I went the dragon turtle specifically.
Oh.
And it's Ouroboros sitting like eating itself on my neck. Which is a lot of me, to be fair, but
You're all.
Sure. Anything else you're curious about? Going anywhere next? Just good work on the war front.
Captain.
back to the war front.
Mhm.
Probably go rescue some nobles we heard having a rough time.
If you happen to be out there, please talk to General Richrock.
What?
General Richrock?
I'm not sure I know.
Yeah. Fly out with your ship there, with our banner.
The Eastern Front?
Yes, of course. There's no better front than the Eastern Front. It is it has been the
Better than the Eastern back.
center point of the war for quite some time between us and the Majorcy. Richrock can direct you somewhere. He does possess bounties for men of hire.
I'll keep that in mind. Suppose we'll be in town long enough for Decadic to begin his initial tutelage. And we'll head out.
Yes.
All right.
Need a day or two to get ourselves ready to set out again, no doubt.
How long will you be in the city?
Ship's fully repaired, isn't
I
it?
believe he said a couple of days for his initial tutelage.
Yeah. Like,
With the dean there.
based on the conversation, it sounded like he would find me to like teach me wherever I'm at.
Right.
Kind of.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it was the couple of days if you did the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it.
Right, okay.
You could change your subclass in 2 days. But not.
Okay.
We're gonna have to.
Well, maybe not too long.
We're gonna have to go through some training.
Probably tomorrow.
It's gonna be a montage.
No rest for the wicked, I'm afraid.
Of course. So we'll be leaving soon.
Yes.
Well,
Hope
study
you're ready,
the
Millie.
Grimoires when you can.
Yeah, I am.
Millie's just gonna be like, yes, I had finals, but I guess I'm not having finals. I'm just going to be
It's work experience.
going on a ship full of a bunch of men that I don't know.
Ask your friend Decadic. School does nothing compared to experience.
She's going on a trip in her
It will be an adventure, to be sure. And we do have some women on the ship as well. It's not all.
I'm really surprised they just didn't tell you. He told me.
She's only got a plus two.
Oh,
She's smart. She's not old.
Interesting.
See,
What are you gonna do with it?
Deception is up there. 22.
I have to roll a natural one. It's a 9. She's like, oh,
I got a 21
Rudy.
insight. I know you're full of shit.
22. You're below me.
Oh, damn it.
You have at least a spec.
oh, this whole time you're like, that motherfucker.
I don't understand, but
Well, good,
Not how
good
academics
someone
work.
new. I'm just gonna have to grab my books and apparently change my major. Aegis is just gonna look at her like, and he's gonna say, "Sorry, I am a tenured professor. Have to oblige by the dean. Don't worry, he's only allowed to affect students 5 times a year. This is the 4th."
The guy in front of the guy right there. I'm like, yeah, he told me. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm not actually.
The dean's dead body is right there, and it is a dead corpse, and it is beginning to. It will begin to start to stiffen, and he has probably shat himself at this point because it is a dead body. His soul left it, but death has happened.
Well,
one more matter, Aegis. They ask you, in the battle with the Oswald, the man who claimed to be your son, which you still don't remember.
Why would I? No, of course not. I haven't fought it as a child.
And if I follow that one, I don't want
Does your sister have any children?
to. She did not.
Did you have a brother too?
Yes. If we believe something altering the full fabric of reality may have resulted in his madness, and our friend Smoot here seems to be oscillating between various memories. He took in what was left of Oswald when we slew him.
I think Oswald just hit him on the head too hard.
All right. It's a lot of
You know,
details.
According to
Very
the rule,
specific what if thens.
Be careful.
if that's what broke him, if we did it again, that might fix him.
Get out, Toast.
Uh,
There
stay still.
is a professors who are more apt with time magic. I deal with the realms. Things that have happened and are tied together within the realms of reality. You're talking about what ifs. Time wizards. They do the natural. You would have to talk to them.
That would shatter.
Field of study.
Yes, just concerned as to how long this will last, if it will eventually sort itself out, or if this is simply how you will be from now on. Smoot. Also,
What are our treatment options?
I honestly have no idea.
Are you saying there's something wrong
My
with me,
death.
Mr. Decadic?
Look
Not
over here, Smoot.
wrong with you, just off.
Oh, look over here, Mr. Smoot. Look, wine. Oh, try this one. Ooh, it's different. And this one. And this one. How about this, quesadilla? There you go. A
Try
quesadilla.
praying to the temple of Kendaleth. She is the god of time and youth. That could do something. She is a gatekeeper. She holds the keys to the great gate.
Damn.
If you have a question about time, perhaps the god of time would be one that could help.
All right.
And her clans.
What plane is she on? Or wait,
737.
The god is here, the temple is here, the cloud is here. The god is wherever they want to be. It's
Oh.
my business to deal with the gods.
Oh.
Yeah. If it interests you, Smoot, perhaps before we depart, we can pay a visit there if you want.
It has some. It might be nice.
If you want, otherwise, I don't know why you're looking at me like that, Smoot.
I don't like that either.
You notice that my hand's on my dagger.
It could be good to do some nefarious dealings in a temple like that, hey?
Dagger?
Could you think of the scheme?
It's just dagger.
Think of the schemes he could run.
Knowledge, religion.
Just
That's smart on my head.
I do actually.
When I'm in full dress.
27.
It is one of the human gods. They are here. They are outside of the Great Gardens. It's one of those many temples that line the Great Gardens. The god of time and youth. She is unusually beauty, pale skin, waist-length hair, flowing white hair, and eyes the color of the summer sky. Oh, it's a he. He
Damn.
is an average height and muscular, tends to look
Very
sad.
androgynous.
He usually wears elegant clothing dyed in green and pale violet. He also associates with nightmares, shame, and health. He is often worshipped by commoners. His large numbers of followers can primarily be distinguished by their secret language. There are many statues of him in meadows. There are many myths involving his unhappy relationship with Indrakal, the goddess of war, summer, and gambling. His brother, he is the brother of Ka, who is the god of forests and one of the primary gods. And he is known to help with moral leaders. So he is a moral god.
Sounds like a
Sounds boring.
I mean,
While I do agree,
Yes, we'll
it'd
have
be a good.
busy with preparations tomorrow, so maybe we don't have to get that at this time. Yeah. Oh, he's touching his tiger, looking at me like that. I don't like it. That's the obvious implication.
You know I can hear you.
No, it wasn't a toast whisper.
That was the intent.
Captain, I don't think it's safe.
And then I just
That-
got me to telepathically contact you. I think he actually does want to stop me. I don't know why. You can respond back to me now because I took telepathy as a bait.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
That is
psychic
so
powers
cool.
now.
That
I
is
like to think like the explosion from the astral realm, like gave like maybe like some, you know.
Oh yeah.
Bitten by an astral spider.
I also took the spell Etherealness, which I might not use.
It's a good thing you got that one. eh?
I
That could've-
believe etherealness takes you physically, or does it take you
Let me double check.
astrally? If so, I'll let you change it up. Because you do not have a silver cord currently.
I was actually kind of spacing. I didn't hear what god you were talking about, but it
The
didn't
god
seem
of
terribly
time and
exciting.
youth.
Yeah, if I could possibly sort out spirits.
At least give us some guidance as to what's going on.
Kaindeth. Kaindeth.
Kinda. Yes, the god of time and youth.
Doesn't say anything about just being my spiritual. You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane, in the area where it overlaps the current
Spinning
plane.
the clocking.
Remain in the border ethereal for the duration or until you actually finish the spell.
Yeah, you step into the you physically step in the
So
ethereal
you're
plane.
safe.
Okay, that's good.
And I think you can like walk through walls and shit.
Yeah,
Like when it ends, do you end?
So it's like your other
end the
spell, but
or-
it's like you're there.
yeah.
When you're not.
When the spell ends, I think I come into wherever that spot is.
Okay.
You immediately return to the plane you originate from in the spot you currently occupy.
Okay. So yeah. Cool.
So you could go from where you are into the ethereal, move in the ethereal, and then come back to the physical.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh.
You see back the physical in the ethereal, it's just shadowy and misty.
Yeah, but he could like oh, there's a pit or something. He could walk around it or something in the ethereal.
Walk through a wall.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good.
Like teleportation, but oh,
I think it's ethereal jaunt that would fuck you.
that's spiritual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That one would. You definitely can't. You go back to where you started, but
Oh, well, there. I'm going to be careful with my ethereal dealing.
Because once he goes, he's gone. If he does it spiritually like that.
It's gonna
Well.
be an awkward journey back.
yeah, done. Where was I? We take his body and run off somewhere for fun.
Like in a sci-fi movie, astronaut falls off the ship and he can't get back to it because he has no gravity to propel himself.
Oh,
I just picture like he goes and does that. His dad shows up to drag us off to another. Like no.
So what do you do now?
figure out how I'm gonna help convince Decay to tell me to kill his dad.
Do you guys want to have side scenes? Is it a campfire scene kind of time, or
It's a
what do you guys,
drag.
what do you guys want to do?
Smooth's just gonna talk up Millie.
Okay. She's talked up. You definitely find out she has a boyfriend, right?
So
He's a rogue.
What do you mean? He's a paladin.
Noted.
Paladin is just a paladin.
But hey, it's not a bad thing. It's going to be if you go that route, that's
So
fine.
what?
It's going to be a little slow, but it is possible.
They're married. So what?
Acted out.
Just a people, not a
he's gonna
roadblock.
be trapped on the ship for a long
For a long,
time.
sounds like somebody knows what he's doing during the
Oh my.
Oh, good lord.
Poor Millie.
Laying some pie.
These pipes are clean.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to use the bathroom, but when I come back, let me know what you guys might be doing during the duration and where you are going afterwards.
Yeah.
If nothing involves a side scene. If it's the Eastern Front, we can do that.
So we need to convince Smoot to go visit this temple.
That's gonna take some.
You can do that.
Yeah, I guess we need to
You
learn.
guys can have that side scene if you
we need
want.
to learn a little bit more
Call
about
that a
character.
campfire scene with Zoot. With Smoot. Jesus, I said
Zoot! We've merged!
And it's twin ding ding.
Zoot is evil Smoot.
Oh, really?
It's the
Really?
Zoot Riot. He did it.
Zoot Smoot Riot.
Throw back the ball up there.
I'm picturing JFK as Jim Carrey's The Mask. Fucking shit.
Important question, Smoot, is if you feel very sorted with your set feelings.
Feel like I'm kind of in flux.
I mean, we're gonna poke the bear. It's like, what the hell? Imagine we get into battle, he suddenly switches sides suddenly.
You probably have nothing.
Sorry, gentlemen, it's only business.
Oh,
Smite.
oh God. Good, Zach. Oh, so happy.
Why do you think I chose him as my accountant?
He's playing the long con from a different
That's-
timeline.
Just, it was,
That's how good he is.
it was that inevitable sense of betrayal. It was going to happen.
So I get it.
Yes.
Let me just try this again.
Reboot.
So, out of character, are you still a paladin?
Probably.
Okay, so
I'm hoping he's a three-way multi.
So I'm trying to figure out how would Toast appeal to whatever he is to get him to agree to go to the time thing, to the time temple.
Maybe there's certain trigger words that activate different
Trigger words.
It's the temple of time.
Something like Winter Soldier, sun,
I'm thinking that
3 o'clock.
I think that cute
Sun
deal
getting
sketch.
real low,
Like
big guy.
blueberry time.
We had to bring special cards with us. Depending on like Smoot holds out like, okay, it looks like we're in a dating situation. Here's a picture of a dog, and now you're like this, and like, oh, here's a picture of cheese. Here's a picture of money. Here's a
Here's a picture of a sword. Here's a picture of a dead body.
put them together.
Severed
Why do
head.
you have a boner? That's so gross.
Wrong card.
Those are my postal etchings.
Anyway,
Yeah, we about those.
Whoa!
Oh, careful.
what have you guys decided? Freya has agreed that you are now her boyfriend.
Oh, they've been going straight
Freya's
for a
very
while.
poly, though.
Oh, yes. Your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Ethical slut.
I think we're good. So we're gonna try to get you to go to the time temple, and then we're why? Then we're gonna
I
head
am
out.
not a Time Lord.
We're hoping to fix that.
If he does again, he turns into Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah.
And
If you're not careful, we'll find out if Toast is bigger on the inside.
I imagine he's a shower.
I'm done. I'm done again. That's it. Screw you. You. I'm out.
If he wasn't already evil.
Whoa, I didn't say anything except you're a shower. That's it. He never said a baseline. He just said bigger. We were nothing but potentially complimentary to you.
Screw you both.
Whenever we go back to our ship for the night before going to sleep or
Yeah.
meditating, in my case, I do want to look in that mirror.
And I want to look at my map.
You wipe the blood off first.
First the mirror. Second,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
the mirror. You
Yeah.
look deeply within the mirror. You can scry once per day on your brother. And it will bypass this non-detection.
Then I will do that.
You see your brother. He appears to be walking in a forest that is transitioning into a field currently because it is nighttime and over there. It's about that time. Okay. You see some mountains ridging in the distance, and he appears to be looking out and studying a keep.
This keep has 2 large towers on each side, and it appears to have a large central gate. The gate appears to have decorative. And you can see it from the distance because the sun is just on the other side, so it's casting the light upon it. The glowing edifice, what appears to be barbed thorns across the gate, which is the iron reinforcements, but it's decorative because it's an elven keep. You see a single green flame that burns in the second tower. I need you to make a history check.
That one.
At 1. Something seems familiar. It burns in your mind. It is distant, though. You are uncertain. But something screams in your mind telling you it's not a good sign. Though you do get this one for free. You're pretty certain your curse has come back. Because you're no longer the youngest brother.
Oh, snap!
Your older brother,
How about that?
Ulrich, has been raised.
So he's technically.
The youngest brother, because he has been dead for long enough to be re-raised. He's now younger than you.
Wow.
You are the eldest brother.
That's freaking brilliant.
How did
He has green glow in his eyes. There's a couple of demons behind him in roach-like form. Imps with roach-like bodies who you've seen before, and you know who they serve. So at this point, you think you know who raised him.
Yep.
The Heartless Queen.
Not
After 10 minutes, eventually it disappears.
Well, that's good to know. I will attempt to sleep after seeing my brother alive again after being dead for so long.
Roll me a wisdom save.
That's
It's
freaking
high. I'm going to say DC 20. To be able to sleep to grant you.
I love. We gotta get you a dice jail.
That is a save.
No
13.
You suffer 1 level exhaustion. Sleep does not grant you. You are up the whole night. You keep trying, and almost like it's some kind of post-traumatic trigger, you keep waking up,
That's freaking cool.
remembering the vision of your brother's death that had visited you before, and a feeling of regret.
And also the recent one of seeing him and my dad come from their graves and try to kill me.
Right, that's also like super fresh, and it's super awkward because it's very real.
Mm-hmm.
So, awkward moment. The clock turn.
A map. you
Yeah.
say.
So I will, after taking out any flowers that are in my room,
Mhm.
I will. Yeah, I'll go to my nautical desk.
Insane amounts of flowers.
Yeah, because I've been casting it multiple
My
times.
nautical desk of nauticalness, which has super extra ship nautical theming on it,
Of course.
+1 to nauticalness.
Sure.
So I unroll the map
Mhm.
and I look at it, and I'm going to. I'm not sure how this will activate it because he didn't say. So I'm just going to be like holding it.
As you look, the map is blank.
Okay.
Blank map.
So like his blood is gone off of it.
It appears to be gone. It appears to be just a blank map.
So I guess I'll kind of think about it and I'll just go. Show me how to find Bernard Toast.
A compass drawn in blood appears. The arrow upon it tilts to the south west. Much similar to the spell to find the shortest path,
Mhm.
it gives you the direction that he is for the next
Okay.
8 hours. If
Okay.
you twist it, the arrow will twist as well. It's pointing in his direction, the direct direction he is. Doesn't tell you how close, doesn't tell you
No.
how far, but does tell you for the next 8 hours, once per day,
Mhm.
the direction.
does it just for I guess mechanics on how this works? Does it show the world or is it just a compass?
Just the compass. Tells you the direction.
Okay.
But definitively,
Okay.
you
All right.
put your finger to it, it's like ink.
Yeah.
It's like blood. It smells like blood. Right?
So then, yeah. All right. I think I'll have to find a way to tell the captain what to do. Hi, hello. Yes, hello. Oh my God,
It's your chance. Team up with Smoot and do a coup. Mutiny. Sorry, wrong boat.
I can do
It's a
it.
peaceful demonstration. I think about this. That's okay.
Anyway,
We're gonna be the captain under the keel.
is there remind me, I have
Where's all the
make these two
promotion?
items. Yours to scry once per day, but it gets it, right? He doesn't get a save, non-detection will not work, it will find him. You will see him once per day. Bernard, it will find him, even if he has non-detection on, or even if he's obscured, as long as he's on the plane you're on,
Yeah.
it will point in the direction of whoever you ask.
So maybe we can coordinate.
Out of character, I think I might know where he is, but I don't know that in character, so I'll keep that thought to myself.
Yeah, that one was a motherfucker.
Yeah. Again, fucking miss my importance at this point in the game.
I've been missing those for a long time.
Hey,
Truth.
you can always choose to be a chaos wizard. It's out there, and let me know if you really want to pursue that. I will create subclass. I got some wild shit in mind.
Instead of importance, you can change you rolled a 7.
Man.
No, you rolled a
I
cheesecake.
would like to have death saves if I do eventually go down.
Yeah, not automatically dying would be great.
That would be real great. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, Decade.
I've narrowly missed so many insta kills. Like, oh, I had an alien in me that would have killed me instantly if I'd died. Now that's
What's the risk without the reward? Eventually, we'll have the reward.
We're just building
Oh wait,
character.
this hasn't been the reward.
You would not
Because I haven't
believe
made it this far.
Oh, you think this isn't a punishment? Wait till it plays out.
that character's been dangling off the stick for so long.
Yeah.
The stick you've been feeling got a lot.
They're even a carrot. The carrot is a lie.
The carrot is made of stone, and that's
It's
the
made of
stick.
tofu.
No! The impossible carrot. Wait.
That's what's so wrong with
It's made
it.
of meat.
The carrot is made of people.
Oh, can I have a Dr. Pepper?
Yes,
You sure you don't want a gingerbread Mountain Dew?
No, it's going to be hard to pass.
I got a nat one. Give me a fucking ginger Mountain Dew.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. I need to punish myself.
We're starting to get low on them.
Sounds like your brother.
Can I have a Coke Zero?
Yes.
Yeah,
Vanilla
get some
cherry or just
mango
regular?
Ritas there.
I don't know.
And whatever else is not good for you.
Cherry vanilla? And that to me. Anyone else? Genuinely don't mind it.
Matt, we can always sit
I
down.
don't have enough taste buds to really tell. That's just Mountain Dew to me, basically.
I got the burger the other day.
Only been a month.
It was a subscribe, but it was still decent.
Oh boy, I can't wait for the steak then.
It was blue cheese on there, right?
Gain 1 card.
It's kind of filling now. It was blue cheese.
Burger's a little dog-eared now.
So, what else do you guys want to do? You guys are still in L. How long do you stay in L?
How long will it take us to get where we're going on the Eastern Front?
Eastern Front. Let me pull up.
And is that north or south?
Otherwise, we have about a week's worth of reading to do.
Eastern Front, it would
It'd be
actually
great
be
to stay in the city
west.
for.
Because it's considered the Eastern Front because it's on the eastern side of Bay.
That's what I was gonna ask. If it who's
These fucking wizards. They
The
don't know
Eastern
what they're
Front is on
talking
the west of the Majocracy, the east of Bay.
about.
that's not confusing at all.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense when you look at the map, but then when you talk about
We're right at
Wait a minute.
the border there. Yeah.
let's go west to the Eastern Front.
It's like Japan is the far east, but I'm like in some Pacific Islands. They're-
Yes, they're in the Far East, super close to California.
I was watching the show, the Japanese Ranger show. Act surprise, please. And the bad guys.
Hold on.
Have,
Oh, shock and awe.
yeah. And the bad guys had their base at the North Pole. And when I first started watching, I was like, how do they get their monsters to Japan? That's a long way to go. It's like, oh wait, no, it's a globe. Japan's actually like right by the North Pole when you're not looking at an American-centric map.
No, I once was like, how would I fly from like Des Moines to Japan? I thought you'd have to go to New York and then you have to fly all the way over. I was like, oh wait, you can go the other way. You can go to Seattle and then fly to Japan. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Other directions exist.
Our American public education system works ish.
We don't know where the North Pole is, and we don't know how to go in different directions.
Nothing more American.
North Pole's underwater.
What?
North Pole's underwater.
The landmass, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a day by flight.
Okay, so let's stick in town
By
for a
on
week.
foot, it would be about a day and a half. But L is
I'd also
considered
like
the
Smoot
city
to
on
get
the
settled. So hopefully a week will settle his brain a little.
Oh, yeah.
So how long
There's
are
nothing
you
wrong
going to
with
wait?
that.
I think we're gonna a week. You want to do a week of waiting?
I mean, it takes a week to read the books.
So you want to wait the full 7 days to read the books?
Oh, okay. Yes, there's okay. I totally. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
think
that
about
makes
that.
sense.
So we'll do a
So
week for the books.
What is
and-
today on the
Side benefit, hopefully Smoot gets his head
Today, get to the calendar here, or pick my
What are you
notes.
talking about? He's fine.
We had
Also, my
dinner
patience is run
on
out.
the
Keep me
30th
out of
of
my room.
April.
out.
Well, with my
30th
clothes were in there, I
of
didn't stay.
April?
Yeah,
Okay.
the first
Spend my
dinner in early.
It's been empty.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, we're like, this fucking guy.
So a week from now will take us to the 2nd of Zophar.
I'm not going to sleep in your cabin. I will.
Oh, that means you guys will be in L during the celebration of Exam. Exam is another holiday. It's a holiday celebrating the first crescent moon of winter.
How would they know? It's always noon.
It is associated.
The weather, the sun's out when the temperature drops.
Does the moon still show up in the sky?
No.
Because, like, we can see the sun and
You
moon.
can't see it,
So,
'cause
like,
Well,
I was gonna
the
say,
thing is like it's just so
always
fucking
moon.
bright out. You can't see the moon.
Or the stars, right? I was like, how would they know?
They know because they're wizards.
okay.
The
This
holiday,
sounds like an
first
important
crescent
holiday
moon of
for me.
winter is associated with wildness and dreams.
Yeah, it's a
Celebrations last 20 days. Traditions include public and private forgiveness of debt, contests of skills, prayers, and exchange of compliments.
I publicly forgive my debt.
I am pretty great.
So,
I publicly forgive you
you
privately.
guys, so during that 7 days, you guys read your tomes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want everyone to roll me a d4.
Would you stop breaking the
No.
damn chair?
I mean, he hasn't broken
It hits
yet. It's
me.
still
It
working.
keeps doing it. Yeah, it keeps finding the right spot. It's good.
Yeah, that's okay.
D4?
Trace.
D4.
Jacadic, I want to be striking up more conversations with you than
1, 3,
usual
1,
about your dad.
4,
Try hard I can.
What'd you get,
Okay.
Trevor?
What?
Sorry, what was that?
Trey, we can't hear you at all. What'd you say?
You can't hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now. No, we
You're-
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Paint.
So what'd you say you got? We didn't hear the number
There
you
we
got.
go.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
D8.
You got a 4, you got a 1, you got a 3, you got a 1, you got a 4. Artex, what'd you get?
2.
A 2.
Okay.
Did the full game.
Yes, we did.
Somebody's getting punched. Ooh.
Money on the king.
4.
Okay.
Damn,
Okay.
that's my first instinct. I should've
So,
just-
whoever rolled floor gets a scene. All of you do. You can, at the end of this, after the scene is done, increase your chosen stat that you have by 2. I think one of you got to increase it by more. So
I did that one once already from the witch.
Yeah. So you have a crazy charisma right now.
Wow.
It's rare.
What's your charisma now?
24.
Jesus.
Total?
Yeah.
Holy God!
You can talk the devil out of his own pants.
Only a 14? What the hell am I doing?
Getting stronger.
Let's do
Lifting
the
weights.
sexy thing.
The gym.
Who wants to go
I
first?
would not believe how my
At the
scales
gym now?
listen.
Strong, by all means, go first.
Okay. All right.
Scroot. Strong.
Lord.
You find yourselves walking in the gardens, the high gardens. After a long meditation, just enjoying your time. As you walk through the high gardens, eventually the grass transitions to snow. It gets thicker as you begin to walk, about ankle deep. Eventually, you see what appears to be a large castle upon a great hill with gates, iron gates, and torches, sconces, lighting the outside with blue flame. Standing on each side of the gate appears to be a golem made of spectral floating armor with blue flame alight upon the inside, as if it is their flesh, just blue flame. They stand and salute you as you approach. The gate will rise. What do you do?
I'll salute back and walk in.
As you walk in, you feel your vision flash, as if you travel past 100 rooms and 100 faces, but you can barely make them out. Roll me a perception check. This is vision based to make them out as you go.
22.
22. You're able to make out some of the faces. You will be able to recognize them if you do see them again. The layout is difficult, but as fast as you move, you make out faces. Long, angular, shark-like faces. Not sharks themselves, but as if their faces are clean-cut like glass, right? Elves, but more elfish than an elf, right? More sharper features, ears more pointed, eyes filled with white or dark colors. Pale skin, the cold of the rooms touches you, even by a hearth. You find yourself standing in a throne room filled with hearths and warmth. But it's one of those things where you're standing in front of a fire in the middle of winter. The cold caresses your back, but your front is warm. Almost too warm, but greatly so. Upon a throne of glass and ice and diamond, you see a woman of stunning beauty. Hair the color of midnight stands before a shining field of stars. A gown, seemingly woven of the nightly sky, drapes her flawless ivory skin. Bright lights glitter like diamonds in her crown and raiment, and some drift about her body and dance near her head. Her celestial royal majesty, Sarah, oh, I'm going to butcher this name, Sarastra.
Sarastra.
Sarasta Aristrum, Queen of Night and Magic. the Duchess of the Heavens, Countess of Thorm, Mistress of Air and Darkness, Lady of the Summer Place, and Bride of Shadows, the queen that rules the court of the Shadow Fae with grace and majesty, stands before you. Ah, my night of magic and secrecy. We finally meet. I received your summons. I expect you have received my blessings.
Yes, I have, my lady.
I would meet with my knight once first, before he graces my court with his presence. So, why is it a warrior of such repute has sworn to me?
I seek your assistance with two things in particular.
All right.
Do I have, out of character a little bit, do I have my weapons on me and everything?
Yeah, you have those.
Okay. So first, I will take out the Knight's Edge.
Sword of darkness and stars. As if carved out of my own soul. Beautiful.
This weapon is bound to me by a curse, but it's needed to unite the peoples of Metia. Would you happen to know how I can break that curse?
Yes. You wish to relinquish your control of the sword while retaining the sword, not having it. You wish to unattune this weapon.
Correct.
Its grasp is strong, ironclad. Patient queen's knows iron will rust. If you have the liquid or the substance, the salt water, to bathe it in, and weaken its structure. I do know how you can relinquish this sword. There is a way. But it will be costly.
What would the price be?
I need one of two things from you. Something that I require. I will let you decide which, but as a knight of secrecy, if you speak a word of it, our bargain is broken. And I will give you power, but you will not have title. You are a knight in secret. You are my assassin. I need you to do one of two things. Find a cure for my husband's madness. He is slowly losing his mind. The Moonlit King. Most do not recognize it, but I do. He has been cursed with a madness, a paranoia that creeps him. And soon it may consume him. Or you need to kill him. I will not have a weak husband, and I will replace him. Bury your sword and Prevent and stop his curse, or bury your sword in his chest. One of the two. I will have my husband returned to me, or I will have him returned to the earth, and his mantle will bequeath me a new husband, one worthy of my affection. I will not have a weak father to my children. Are we in agreement?
Yes.
Again, you are my knight in secret. This is. If you happen to fail, this is your doing. I will disavow you. Your mystic powers are a mystery even to me. A bargain struck, a bargain met.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which leads me to the second thing that I would ask your assistance with.
Of course.
Upon receiving this, receiving is a hefty word, being tied to this sword, I also lost a friend. I want to bring that friend back.
You want to unkill that which is unretrievable. I may know of a way. I will work towards attaining it or finding it. It may take some time. But if I lay my hands upon the Codex Terra Nostris, I will be able to raise him by sacrificing the Phoenix.
Could you repeat that? By sacrificing a phoenix?
The Phoenix. The Codex Terra Nostris can turn a creature into a phoenix for a short period of time. If you kill that phoenix, the spark of its creation will explode and wither. And in the moment of its recreation, I might be able to respark a flame, respark a wick that has been burnt out and removed. She would be returned in the simplest state. A twin soul, but a soul. I believe this is the doctor who is on your ship. I apologize. You are my knight. I know your mind.
Yes.
Well, my little assassin, you have quite a bit of work. I believe the opportunity may fulfill itself. I have great faith in you. You have my blessings.
Thank you, my lady.
Okay. The castle disappears, and you find yourself standing in a field in the High Gardens, but your legs and arms are cold because you just been from snow. Your skin is wet at the knee level, as if the snow has now melted. Okay.
All right.
Smoot's turn. The fuck is going on?
Whose father / patron does he need to kill
brain?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let's dance the scene. Let's set the scene up. I would say you find yourself in a small room. A small room with 4 men. One, a Smoot of high noble regard, knowledgeable, smart, with wizard-like knowledge and knight's resolve. One shadowy, cunning, ruthless. Another, yourself, free, liberal, full of vigor and life, not bound to the chains that the lawful neutral and the lawful evil version of you have. And a fourth, very familiar man. Not you. Chained to the floor, madness in his eyes. A wizard, familiar, but not. Familiar to the other two, not to you. You know who this man is. Oswald stares you in the eye. The remnants of what lingers, what was left of his soul, started in your mind as you absorbed him. His madness causing the splintering, dividing you like a meat cleaver through a thick piece of ham.
Meat.
So, what happens during this scene? I can play whatever hat you desire. You will play Smoot. I'll play the others. Yeah.
They're all.
Well, looks like weak ones here. The other one says, not quite weak, but definitely lacking resolve. Oswald replies, fucking fool. Idiot, all of you. Especially you, he looks at the one that's more lawful. The shadowy Smoot says, I believe you know why I've gathered you all today. One of us, if not the rest of you, must die. And one of us is going to have to live. The decision doesn't have to be today, but it has to be made. I do not abhor losing real estate, and I don't like sharing. I killed my own father. Don't believe that I won't kill myself.
Brilliant.
This man is an inspiration.
He'll do it too. He's crazy. What he say? What he say?
Quiet. He gets it.
Well,
You're terrible to yourself.
It's like half of us in this campaign.
I'm not sure who I should listen to. The monster or the self-righteous ass?
I wouldn't be so self-righteous if I wasn't just right all the goddamn time. One of us didn't kill their parents. I did put my mother in the madhouse, but I didn't kill my parents. And I became a senator. I also have, I believe, drowned the least amount of hookers amongst the least of us. And I'm a family man. I've continued the strong Smoot bloodline.
Ask about Owlbear.
Owlbear's still a myth. This one believes in them. Points towards the shadowy figure.
Of course he would.
In the darkness, and Albert just sits
I
still.
understand why we are here.
Oswald, we get some answer.
What is he doing here?
Oswald will pipe up. I was trying to die, but you had to absorb what pieces were left of my soul into your psyche.
Couldn't even die correctly.
Well, it always was you fucking it up for me.
Whoa.
Pushed me around in high school, exiled me from school, took her from me, either married her, killed her, sold her into slavery.
Good lord.
You were always the death of her in one way or another. killing her ambitions, her body, or her soul. I was doing this noble, trying to save the world. Lorehold is a terrible place. Look at the dean. Allowing me to run that place is fucking mad. Let you pick on me. Said it would build my character. Break me. Either way, he'd be happy.
Apparently it did both. You're welcome.
You did this.
I'm not the one that undid the before. I'm not the one that undid the undoing.
Should have had more patience. Killed you myself.
Here's the best part. I don't know who you are.
Just feel him rage.
How's that sit?
Well, I've already made my pact with one of you. The shadowy version of yourself feels a little bit stronger. One of you be the true Smoot. Bring the true Smoot pride back to Smootdom.
Smootdom.
I'm
I
sure
love
he'll-
it.
The name just paid off.
I'm sure he'll hire another assassin to shoot your brother in the kitchen. The other brother is just going to die when his magical carpet just fails.
Not the Smootdom. Oh,
Your
it's cold.
father will be poisoned. Your mother sent to the madhouse. I think you deserve that one.
Can't even come up with something original.
Well, I'll leave that to you, unless you want to let me in. Let me win. I could fix this. I could fix this. If you let me win, let me have your body.
You couldn't even fix your own life. What makes you think you can fix mine?
I know you, Smoot. Down to the marrow.
But I don't know you.
Just feel him angry, right? Roll intimidation, right? Just throw it out.
Intimidation.
Yeah. For an insult.
Oh, it's low. It's only an 18.
Solid roll, though. Still just a good insult. Like you hit him and it just kicks him in the chest. Doesn't knock him over, but kicks him in the chest. I'll leave that to him. If anyone's going to do it a Smoot, let Smoot do it.
Who do you
He
point to?
points towards the shadowy figure. The more lawful figure kind of steps off to the side. Shadowy figure looks at you. Well, makes you think you deserve to be me. That's my decision. I make those.
I'm already part you, as I'm part him.
Well, as with every watch has a weak gear, needs a little fine tuning. Looks like you need to be twisted into place, preferably around the neck region.
Oh, I wouldn't call it weakness. I would call it being forged between fire and evil.
Roll a persuasion check.
Also an 18.
18.
Mr.
You
Consistent.
feel the darkness get a little bit lighter. It recedes away. I don't know, Smoot says, so you think you're so noble? I've got a family. I did it right. What did you do? Ran away? Drowned a hooker? I raised a family. I raised the family's portrait. I got my brother off the booze. I am the true Smoot. I can set right what you did wrong. My knowledge in your body. We can set the timeline right. I'll go back to the Lonely Mountain. I'll unwish this wish. I'll bring my family back. Smack dab. Tom's your uncle. And we will be whole again. Hello.
Always wanted a nephew.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
That's everything I've heard.
Think about it. Family, wife, kids, mother would be happy. Just like she told us.
But whose life are you living? Certainly not your own. You've done everything the family has expected of you. Not once have you stepped outside the boundaries. Yes, you've got the family, you've got the senatorship, but what have you earned?
Well, persuasion.
Come on, big money. Ooh, that's a 26.
The lighter version of it gets a little weaker. At this point, all three of them are a little bit weaker. Not gone, but weaker. Like you've defeated their case a little bit. They're going to need time to rebound. You return. Back to your consciousness for now. They're lingering in the back of your mind. Okay.
Very juicy. Thank you.
So, 11:13.
Yeah.
Everyone's done their shopping. You've all had your codexes.
Yeah.
Raise.
Oh shit.
You're not codexes.
Awesome.
Your,
Hold on, I need to update something.
I think they've been burnt. They're once every 100 years.
Mhm.
Raise your attributes appropriately.
Yeah.
Your classes have been raised appropriately. Hopefully, some of you have updated your hit points.
Yeah,
Apparently,
properly.
that's a thing at Crash Star people.
Yep. It's consistent at least.
Also, I rolled again for that wisdom save because I forgot about the hero's feast, but I still
No.
didn't.
So, good job, guys.
Hell of a night.
All right. Next game, I assume we're going to go to the Eastern Front. Try to save some noble kids. So plan a wacky, crazy
Pick up
adventure on
for
the
a
Eastern
bargain
Front.
sale.
A what?
Pick them up for a bargain sale. They were too
Bargain sale.
expensive for their parents to buy back. We can offer reduced prices.
Right now,
Because
30% less.
we deal in volume.
And along the way, we'll
Buy
have
two
something race
nobles, get
something.
one free.
I didn't know that was a BOGO on children.
I would love it if this whole thing turned out like the time Dr. Octopus took over Spider-Man's body for like a hot minute.
Yes, this whole time it's been Oswald in my head.
All right. Well, good job. Hope everyone had fun on episode 112. Mostly good fun role play game after like some hardcore combat games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there we go. And prepare for another. I expect next one to be a introduction to the Eastern Front, introduction into probably where the kids might be, and an introduction to a little bit of lore of the Eastern Front and what the Eastern Front means. So next time, episode 113 on the Dungeons and Dragons. See you guys next game. I'm going to stop streaming.